Hey, hey everyone. We already started without you guys, so you guys have to catch up. Here you go. I got John. I got Simon. I got best of both continents or something. I don't know both hemispheres. Huh? There you go. Hemispheres, right? That's you cut it in half
This
and both
is the #1 hangout show in all of YouTube land.
you better believe it. Thank you. Hey, before I forget, I won some books from Rena. For her new thank you. Her new book came out, right? And I won a set and a book. So I'm gonna open it up and show everybody. She's like the biggest author in the community, I would say, right? How many other authors do we have in the community?
I haven't written a book.
There you
Have
go.
you written a book, John?
I made a couple of pamphlets at one time. I don't know. I made a poster. When I did the comic shows for the fundraisers, I made a couple of posters on my own.
I got a message from Cade before saying that I won one of his giveaways. I was like, huh? And he goes, "You won a mushroom with a candy." I was like, what? What's that mean?
I got a little card.
Anybody watching on the replay or in the chat later, I just dropped Rena's link, so you can order the books. If you click the link.
Very good. Hold on. Thank you for your purchase. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much for all of your support. Hey, anytime. Congrats on winning the giveaways. I hope you enjoy the new book. I will. All right. So what I have here, I got. Get up. Not bad. Okay.
Is that a bookmark?
I got a bookmark. I couldn't think of the word. Okay. All right. Captain Sorrow. Okay. Here's the new book. There you go. Now they had her friend does the art, right?
Yeah, I don't know if that's by Garbage Ham Sandwich. I forgot her real name. I don't think she did that cover though. I think someone.
No, she didn't do the cover, but she did do artwork for it, and she was on the live stream. That's Barbarian Kung Fu's daughter.
Oh, is it?
Chad's daughter, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But she didn't do that cover. She did not do that cover.
We did a stream ages ago, and she was on there. She was drawing all the stuff during the stream, and then I was like, "Can I please have that?" So she sent it to me.
Oh, that's cool. And I also want a full set. But the thing is, I have all these except for the new book. Boom, boom. This is the original one right here, right?
That's it.
And here's the newest one.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. She's the bestest author in the community right now. She's hot.
And you only won that because I paid for it and gave it away. So I'm just saying that was from me to you.
Oh, thank you.
If you really want to think about it.
Thank you.
How good is this cover?
Huh? Oh.
How good is this cover?
Sonic.
He's a hedgehog, you know.
He loves those hot dogs.
He is.
What have you guys been doing? All I've been doing is working all week. Yeah, Disney friggin' land.
I've had the spring break, man. I was at Disneyland yesterday, and I've been watching movies the last couple of days. I've watched a ton of movies.
Did the Disneyland you go to have that Galaxy's Edge Star Wars thing?
Yes, yeah.
Did you go to that?
Yes, yeah.
So
it's really immersive. Like you really feel like you're in it, and
cool.
And so you go say hi to Simon and Tony. We had not been to that or the California Adventure half of Disneyland ever, and had some friend Downright Nerdy podcast was coming down to visit and going to go to Disneyland for 3 days. They gave us their discount code, so we got a little bit of a discount. We just got 3-day passes for me and the girls, And we ended up going once before they arrived, once with them, and then once just Wednesday. It was really cool. So you, Simon, the ride you would like is the Rise of the Resistance. It's incredibly immersive. So you have to wait in this long line. You go all the way down, but then you board what feels like a transport ship, and then they're taking you somewhere, but all of a sudden you get attacked and the ship feels that you can feel it crash or whatever. Then the doors open and the Resistance is there. And you're in this huge room that looks like where the ships come in to the Star Destroyer or whatever.
Right.
So you can see space outside and you can see ships flying by out in the distance. And there's like 70 stormtroopers all just standing in order. And it's not a screen. It's not fake. They're just, dummies or whatever. And they move a little bit. So you can see that like they're not just like still, but they all are. And then you're escorted along a corridor to like an interrogation room. And you go in that room, and then they seal you in, and there's a screen, and you see Kylo Ren talking to you about how you're going to give the evidence that they have, and he's going to come back in a little bit. And when he leaves, a wall right next to you like lights up like it's being melted away, and then it gets pulled off, and there's a Resistance trooper on the other side, and he's like, "Come on, get in this craft." And he hustles you to another ship, and you sit in it. And it rides you all through the Star Destroyer. You go through the hangar bay where there's a legit full-size AT-AT. And you ride between its legs and you zip around inside. And then you go up an elevator. And then you go along the side where there's like the cannons are firing. So you see the cannons shooting out into space. And you're like going in between them as they're blasting. And you're getting chased all around by Kylo Ren. He keeps showing up. At one point, his lightsaber goes through the ceiling like he's trying to get you. Like it's crazy. And then eventually, of course, you escape and make it back down to Galaxy's Edge. It's wild.
Do they have the same one in Florida?
I am not certain, but I would assume. So it's called the Rise of the Resistance. The other ride is a Millennium Falcon ride. It's a little more like a video game ride where you're controlling the Millennium Falcon and you have like 2 gunners and 2 pilots and you're navigating your way down. But it's really just like a giant screen. And for me, it just made me super nauseous. It was just like, ugh. But for gamers, they would probably be super into that one.
See, I was hoping when you said when they took you and they put you in an interrogation room, they did some waterboarding on you and stuff like that. That would have been cool. That'd be
no, that's not what happens. The immersion of that Rise of Resistance is so like every space you enter is huge, like just giant ceilings and. You feel like you're in a Star Destroyer the whole time. The troops are all there. How long was the ride? It's hard. It depends on where you count the ride. I think a lot of people say the ride is really just from when you enter the interrogation room to when you get back to your planet, because you're just basically sitting in this one chassis the whole time. But I feel like the ride starts when you enter the transport carrier, and then you're flying a little bit, and then you get taken into the Star Destroyer, and then you exit that. And there's all the stormtroopers, and you're like marched past them towards the interrogation. I feel like that's all of it. Like for me, that feels like part of the ride to me. But really, what it is this: if you think of it from like Disney's technological standpoint, what it is you've waited in the long queue, and then you get in this little like vehicle that's basically driving you down underground to where the ride actually starts, because the ride is built underground under Disneyland.
Oh,
so
wow.
It drives you down there. Then you get to walk along another corridor, wait in another line to get onto the ride itself, which is like down underground. So I can see some like really cynical people saying like, "Oh, the ride starts way down underground." But for me, it's the immersive experience of the whole thing getting to it. Like it's the best queue. Like it's one of the best queues in the world.
So how big was the group that you were in?
So when you get in the original transport, it's like 15 or 20 people, and that jostles you around because you can feel that it's actually moving you. And then when the doors open and you're inside underground in the Star Destroyer, you march along a corridor, and then they have you line up again in different groups, and you're probably in a group of like 12.
Okay.
In each little car that rides around inside, and there's no tracks. This is the coolest thing about the ride is it's not on rails or on a track. it's got wheels underneath and it's all automated. So you're just like floating around. You're looking to see like where am I going to turn? And you like look like you're going to crash into walls, but then you don't, and you turn around and you're going backwards and you're going forwards, and you turn a corner and then there's an animatronic Kylo Ren, and he's like he holds his hand out and you're like pulled towards him, like your whole vehicle slides towards him. It's really like interactive. And then that whole sequence, there's 2 cars at all times moving around. So there's your group of 12, and then you look across, you see another group of 12, and you're both like trying to get through, but they're going to different moves. So sometimes they're in front of you, and sometimes they're behind you. And you're like, you roll right beneath a giant AT-AT, like the 4-leg dog, metal dog thing.
Yeah.
So you like slide right underneath it. And then you go up at an elevator, so you're like eye level with it, and then you're going around a corner, and it's like, it's just, you feel like you're on a Star Destroyer. It's really amazing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I want to go to Disney, but me and Sarah are tossing up at the moment whether we go to America or Japan.
Oh, sure. Because, I mean, they've got, they're everywhere now. So it's like, I'm sure the flight to Japan is probably a lot more reasonable than the flight to Los Angeles.
Yeah, just not sure which one. I said to her, I was like, if I go to America, there's gonna be a lot of side stuff to try to meet you guys and stuff like that, you know?
Community side stops, yeah.
Yeah, in Japan, I feel like it'll be more of a culture shock, which I think would be fun because if I don't get to go on a holiday again for a while, I feel like Japan would be more interesting in a way. Because I was like, going to America would be like just going to another Australia, but crazier and more dangerous.
That's so
like, I'm so scared. Like in Japan, I don't have to think about my safety. I'll feel safe in Japan, even though I can't speak the language.
I was gonna say, do you speak any Japanese? Okay.
You guys are all walking around with guns and shit.
I mean, it's true. It depends on what state you go to, because every state's a little different. But yeah, I get it. Brother Joe, I'm not spoiling any movies or shows. I'm just telling you about the ride.
Spoil the whole ride.
I've actually, so knowing that my wife couldn't go along, I recorded the entire ride. It's like on my phone. There's nobody to stop you. And then as long as I'm not if I tried to post it to my YouTube channel, I'd probably get in trouble. But she was all about it.
Yeah, like Brother John's going to go get the ride now. He's like, oh, I knew this was coming.
Uh-oh, somebody's typing in Japanese now. I can't read that.
I can say a couple of rude phrases in Japanese that my friend told me.
That's all you got. Okay.
Yeah. I won't share what they are.
Ride spoilers. What's up, Ben Compton?
Oh, people are actually hopping on. That makes me feel good.
That they're jumping in the chat and saying hello to you?
Yeah, because when I do my shows, I'll get like 19 people that watches it.
8 or 9 is pretty solid.
All 19 people are on right now.
So I'm trying a new cocktail, and I'm kind of liking it. It's just ginger ale and whiskey.
That's what I'm doing.
Is that what you're doing?
Is this like the return of this, or like is this just a one-off today?
This is a perfect mate to ginger ale right here.
It's really good, yeah. Sorry, Simon, what were you asking?
CC and ginger.
Is this the return of sipping with all? Oh no, my last board, and I've got so many comics still.
I think Tony just shows up when he can show up. He does it when he can.
So I spoke with my wife, because my wife on tomorrow I usually have a honeydew list this long. So if I get bloated, I get all tonight. Tomorrow is like I'm useless. So I think we'll do this once a month. I talk to her, and I'll do it once a month, and then she'll, I'll do it up. And hey, Sharon, hop on.
Sharon, we were just unboxing and dropping the link for your daughter's
Oldwolf
book.
asked how to say Rena.
Rena.
And there it is again.
I'm not ashamed. I couldn't even say Kavi. I couldn't spell Kavi's name for like 6 months.
Hello, how are you? Is saying that they know you. It's me, bud.
Yeah,
is what he said. I don't know if I don't know that I'd recognize that name, but it might be somebody who's changed their name, and I remember it. Oh, is it K Titus? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kate Titus. Like I know you. When
was
people
gonna
change
set
their
you
names,
up-
I get
I was gonna
totally
set you up
lost.
on the side, so you oh, okay, Taz.
It takes me a little while. Sorry, I gotta retrain my brain. Trade Paper Dad is here. What's going on? That's a great name. Trade Paper Dad.
It is.
I've been reading a ton of trades. I finished this actually scary comic book, Infidel, today. That's a good, if you like a good like poltergeist haunted house horror. Like,
Yes, I do actually.
This Infidel trade is worth it. So it's $16.
I'm really getting. I don't even pick up any Marvel anymore because I'm not into it. I mean, what? I mean, I'll pick up maybe 2 or 3 books.
Yeah,
I'm more an indie guy now. I don't know because maybe it's my age. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm saying I enjoy like the dropping these getting these into trades. Like I have a lot of fun snagging an indie. So I was in my shop talking about good horror comics, and somebody was like, "This is the scariest book that I've read. Like it legit frightens you." And I was like, "Then yeah, let's try that." And I enjoyed it. It was really freaky. It does have a real poltergeist, but like with a modern twist because it has to do with 2 Muslim characters, one who's Asian and one who's black, and their apartment building they were in was the site of a terrorist incident a few years back, and it seems to be festering in the house. And
Ooh.
There's some like, anytime anybody feels like a negative emotion, it seems to like glom onto this evil in a way that like is sort of haunting the whole house. So really cool, creepy, good creepy stuff.
Have you? I've read this recently. I don't read trades very often, but I just read this. Have you read that one?
Punk Rock Jesus. No, what's the publisher on that one?
It's by Sean Murphy.
Is that Boom Studios?
Vertigo.
Oh, Vertigo, always good. So does Sean Gordon Murphy, is he drawing it and writing?
Yeah, it's all black and white. Oh,
I love his art style. Really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Have you read all of his?
Sorry?
I was gonna say, have you read all of his Batman stuff? His White Knight.
I have them all. I read the first one and I loved it, so I've collected all the other ones, but I haven't read them yet.
I love the first one. The second one kind of lost me because they wanted to do. My least favorite Batman thing is like the idea that Batman's dad was also Batman. Like that just I don't like this.
Yeah,
I don't like the idea that Thomas Wayne also fought crime and also had super gear and all. I hate all of that. And they kind of dive into this like, ooh, in Victorian era, the Wayne family, we're all Batman. I don't want any of this.
Here we go.
I want it to be an original idea that Bruce had, that Bruce kind of can't. I don't like it when you copy it.
You brought this up with Steel when it first came out.
Did I?
Wait, did it all happen during? Did Flashpoint introduce that happening? Thomas Wayne being Batman?
Yes, from an alternate universe, Thomas Wayne.
Yeah, so I hadn't read. I've read Flashpoint now. I read it like maybe a few months back, but I was reading Batman. Like when I started reading comics, I jumped straight into Tom King's Batman at issue 50. So
and he uses that. Yeah,
I was enjoying it, and then there was all of a sudden Thomas Wayne was in there as Batman, and I'm like, it just happens out of nowhere, and I was like, whoa, what? Yeah, I was like, what? Isn't Thomas Wayne dead? Like I didn't know any of the Flashpoint stuff, and all that. So I was so confused, and that's where it kind of. Yeah, it got really confusing reading Batman during that.
So Tony's trying to complain about me complaining about something. Sorry.
Yeah. Where were you? Go ahead. Okay, but wasn't Thomas Wayne in one of the he's in one of the 52 that he was Batman.
In one of he had like a solo run or something.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like since.
Sorry.
No.
I was going to say New 52. I haven't read it, but it's Commissioner Gordon becomes Batman in the New 52.
Okay.
Which is also stupid.
Well, and I know that
you're right. It was Flashpoint.
Since Flashpoint, I know he's been utilized here and there, and Tom King tried to pull him in as like a major villain. For me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old crotchety man about it, but I like Batman's parents died and he was a doctor and a businessman. That's enough. I don't need him to be a crime fighter too. It's just too much for me. I like that Bruce came up with an original idea. I don't want it to be like, well, his dad was Batman too. No. Bad. Just all bad. A YouTube slut. Ooh.
Yeah, I know.
Mad
Matt
Spidey.
Spidey. He's the one with the real.
Mad Spidey was on streams from yesterday morning all the way through to last night. He was like a 24-hour stream yesterday. What's he talking about?
Yeah, but
he gets around.
He has the real Australian accent.
Hey, I can do that Australian accent, all right, mate? Do it.
You took offense there. That was.
Oh, no, I keep saying this. I keep going back and forth with him about that.
What about you and that Boston accent? We want to hear that real Massachusetts Southie.
No. See. Everybody thinks that the Massachusetts accent is because Boston. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I say
it's
car.
that good. I want that Goodwill Hunt. I want that Goodwill Hunting.
Yeah, that's
accent. I want to hear about Noma Garcia Parra.
No Ma's good. No Ma. Excellent. He was good.
If you don't know, Simon, that's a baseball player from the Boston Red Sox. It had one of the best, his name was perfect for that Boston accent because it was like a lot of A's. No Ma Garcia Parra. Yes, Rena, I do think Goodwill Hunting is a great movie. Really well written.
No Ma.
You know what movie I watched recently again? Because Sarah hadn't seen it, and I was like, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, but I couldn't really remember much about it because it's been so long. So I made her watch it. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Ooh, great movie.
Which movie?
Yeah, man, I love it.
It's a Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet movie about Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet breaking up, and they basically have the technology to take memories out of your brain. So they both decide to go.
Is there a wand?
They go through this procedure to forget each other, and she does it first, and it's like traumatizing to him. So he feels like he needs to then do it, and it's just about how your memories make you who you are, and you can't just take those things away. It would actually cause more damage than it would good.
Wow.
And the pain is important, right? But it's a beautiful movie.
So good.
It's Michel Gondry, right? The French director or French Canadian director.
Sure.
So
it's funny because Jim Carrey, it's one of his, serious roles that he did, but there's still a lot of Jim Carrey in it. Yeah. Like, there's a part right at the start when he decides to not go to work that day. He runs off, but he does the Jim Carrey run, which is like really, animated and stuff.
Yeah,
that's very good.
It's a great performance from him. And Kate Winslet is great at everything. Like, I love Kate Winslet. I've never been disappointed by a Kate Winslet performance, and she's just a perfect casting.
So it's like a chick flick.
I mean, it's certainly a romantic comedy, but it's really more about the human condition. As most movies written by, because it's the same writer who did Her with was it Joaquin Phoenix, and Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Being John Malkovich. So it's the same writer. He has this like great look at, I don't want to say science fiction, but it is always an element of sci-fi kind of thrown into a drama,
Right.
Kate Winslet just recently did a show for HBO. That's the last thing I know that she did. Chaos. It was a pretty solid little detective story in Providence, I want to say.
Oh, really?
Somewhere in New England. She was a New England detective in a small town, and she apparently spent like 8 months there to learn the dialect because it's a very specific New England dialect. And her accent is phenomenal. Like, just amazing.
Is Lake House? Is that the crocodile film?
No,
Lake
that's Lake House is the.
Lake Placid.
There he is.
What's going on, mate?
G'day, mate.
Lake House is that.
At it again.
I think Lake House is that Keanu Reeves, Sandra.
Yeah, that was put out by the post office.
That's the one when it's like she's renting a place on the lake, but the mailbox is magical. Like, you put a letter in and it travels back 10 years or whatever to when Keanu was living there.
Yeah.
So like they start realizing they can correspond across time by just dropping a letter in the mailbox, and it appears in the other person's mailbox.
I could probably tolerate it if those two are in it. That's like nostalgic.
Yeah, I mean it's like Speed throwback chills, right? Because you get Sandra Bullock and Keanu. It's a good little time travel movie.
And they were both crushing on each other, and they both didn't know. like in real life.
In real life.
Yeah.
But that's the best kind of actor sexual tension because you don't want it to be realized because then it ruins the movie.
So are you drinking anything tonight?
I'm only going light today.
As long as you got something.
See,
As long as it's
I'm a
sipping,
Coke
it doesn't
guy, he's a
matter.
Pepsi guy.
As long as it's sipping. Where's the rabbit?
A rabbit?
Where's the rabbit? Should be over your right shoulder.
Oh, yeah, he's eating them. He's eating them.
I hate them both already. It's funny because the missus just walked past. She goes, "Do you need a bunny in the background?" She was going to grab a different one.
Oh, so good.
Oh shit!
Good to see Shazza. G'day, Shazza. Good old
I watched a romantic comedy or a Supergirl film with my oldest Kate today. We watched Dirty Dancing. She's never seen it before, so
Really?
yeah.
Oh.
I was like, this is a good like 80s. Like,
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
nobody puts baby in the corner. That's for sure.
I was going to say, if you want
realize-
to watch Swayze, watch Roadhouse, but yeah,
Well, I mean,
that might be a bit much.
This is what dawned on me. Like Swayze is like one of the original male thirst traps. Like he's without his shirt like the entire movie, just like in Roadhouse. Like how often can we put Swayze without his shirt on? That's like the whole thing.
I think about the only one he was wearing his shirt most of the time was Red Dawn, I think, but
Also with Jennifer Grey.
yeah.
Because Kate we started off and then Kate's like, that's Ferris Bueller's sister. I was like, yeah, that is Ferris Bueller's sister.
Before the nose job.
Right.
It's good to see they're getting educated in classic movies.
That's kind of my thing. Like I don't just like throw the moderns. I like giving them the old 80s stuff. So yeah, we got to get around to Roadhouse for sure. But the problem is Roadhouse, like there's a serious hardcore sex scene in that. So you gotta I always gotta watch.
And it's also
those. I don't mind. See, that
and-
I can handle. That's so unrealistic and over the top. It's kind of funny.
He pulls the gun.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
I thought that's how it worked when you have kids. I thought like classic kid like family movies, like the stuff you grew up with, like Disney films, Sound of Music. I thought that carried through every generation because you show your
certain
kids,
movies. There's always ones that get forgotten and left.
Yeah, well, I'm shocked how much stuff Sarah hasn't seen. That I was like, I thought that was just standard. Like I thought that was just part
But
of.
there's also like boy versus girl household stuff. Like I grew up in a very boy household, so there was a ton of things I didn't see till I got older, and like Star Wars was normal in my house, but like I know plenty of girls I dated that were like, no, we didn't watch Star Wars, like that's boy stuff, like we didn't watch that. And it was only later that they were like they started giving the girls like stuff to do in those movies that they were like, hey, now I want to watch these movies. Like you watch Leia does almost nothing in 3 movies. They basically just chain her up to Jabba the Hutt for 3 movies is basically what they do with her.
Plenty of girls you've been dating. How many plenty of girls did you date?
I'm not a Ute anymore, Tony.
He's not at liberty to say.
His wife's still making popcorn.
No, she's actually eating the popcorn now. Okay. She's enjoying it. I agree, Bearded, that Star Wars is for girls, but if you retroactively look back, especially the original 3, but even the prequel trilogy, give me some examples of useful things the women do in 6 movies because it's basically nothing. They talk a bunch. She's like useless in. I mean, she has kids. That's what Padme does in 3 movies.
The prequels were like a love story.
But they don't give the ladies anything of like substance to the plot to do.
She used a blaster a couple of times.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome.
It was a love story.
Big moments.
The first.
But watching them with the girls, it was funny to like see it through their perspective of like, one of the girls going to do something cool. Like one of the girls going to get a lightsaber. One of the girls going to like fight the bad guy. And it's just like always like, no, that's kind of not really what happens until they get to the 7th movie. What's that?
Do they like Star Wars now?
They like Rey a ton. Like Rey, Rey made a huge difference for them because then it made it feel like they were represented in some way, like functionally in the story. Like they were actually like doing stuff. Like again, using a lightsaber. Like it took a long time for a girl to be able to use a lightsaber in those movies.
There was a few female Jedis in Clone Wars though, in like that.
In the shows, yeah. If you count Ahsoka and some of the shows, I totally agree. Dave Filoni did a much better job, for sure. Ahsoka being the best example, for sure. And I think that's why she's so popular. I think that's why, as a character, I think
Wasn't there a few more in the movie though? The Clone Wars.
they were always like they had like 2 words to say in the whole movie.
Yeah, or they were just like they were the what's the word I'm looking for? The cannon fodder.
right.
Where they're all in that arena.
Exactly.
Reyna? Did you see Reyna? That's a new word I learned today.
She gave the plans to the Death Star at the start of the trilogy. I mean, so she handed off the important thing to somebody else,
And that was it. To a robot.
I love his hashtag too. Lawyered. You just got lawyered.
Michael Caine runs back. Oh.
Gorverdal says favorite scene is when Michael Caine runs blocks to meet up with Barbara Hershey, and then he gives her E.E. Cummings poetry book. What movie are we talking about with Air Spider? Hannah and her sisters. Okay, he's talking about Hannah and her sisters.
Oh, I never seen that movie.
Hey, Ryan is in the chat.
Rina.
Rena.
It's Rena.
It's
We're
Rena.
just teasing.
I suppose if you look at something like, say, Goonies, like Goonies obviously was more a male based, but there was females in the group as well that did.
It was a female who played the organ, the piano, right? The organ.
Yeah, the 2 girls. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And it was definitely of the era. Like I'm not just shading. I'm not trying to just shame George Lucas, but like legitimately, I remember like girls in high school and college that were like, no, I didn't watch Star Wars growing up. Like it just wasn't a thing for them because they did not clearly they viewed it as guy stuff.
It was
they had to be talked into watching
Candles, Pretty in Pink, like all those sort of type movies.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Basically anything with John Cusack from the 80s.
Yeah. And a very weird looking Ellen from 2.5 Men.
Oh wow. Yeah.
What was it when he ends up in the trash bin and the guy goes, "What a
That's Better Off Dead." John Cusack, great movie.
What a waste of a good white boy.
What a waste of a perfectly good white boy. Such a good movie. Rena says she said several teachers and managers pronounce her name wrong. She responds to just about anything if it's close enough. So there you go.
I'm too honest. I had to actually ask how to pronounce your name today. Because when
it's John, it goes John. John.
Not yours. When I showed the books, because I want people to buy your books.
The 80s are like John's YouTube channel. Girls don't watch it.
Your daughter's friends watch it.
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, my missus doesn't watch my channel, so I know what that's like.
Oh yeah, my wife is not interested in it. Even when my daughters, even when her entire family is on the channel, she's like,
yeah.
The most I can get her to do is like put a hand out and like wave if she knows the person on there, and that's about all you get.
I don't get that. I don't even get the. She won't hit the like button or anything. Not that one extra view.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Simon's the lucky one.
She don't watch anymore. She's like always in the video. She's like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's the same
Hey,
thing.
at least she wears pants now.
What?
That's even better.
At least she wears pants now because Bud.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Bub ruins everything. What's up, Kevin?
Funny,
good to see you, Kev.
Kevin, you want on? See, I haven't talked to you in a while. Trying to get chaos in here because I want Chris on here because Chris gives me grief all the time. Why aren't you on? All you want to drink with me, Kevin? Let's go. Hop on.
When you were like doing this on the weekly, it was like one of the greatest times on YouTube.
I know, but once a month. I'm doing this once a month. I am.
It's like your period.
Exactly. This is my period. This is my on flow right here.
Gotta flush the system every once in a while. I get it.
Oh! I'm being graced right now. We talked about on flow.
Oh, does that mean Simon needs to come next to me? Hey, there it is.
Hey, Flo.
Top shelf. And then there's bearded down there.
top shelf. Okay, hold on. There you go.
Oh,
Top shelf.
jeez. Now you're really, really pushing it.
As it should be.
Gregory, how you doing, sir?
Doing well. How's it going, gang?
Yeah, I don't see Tom Holland's thing up anywhere.
I'm sorry. Is this my wife's area? No. You got it for my wife. You said, when I was like, oh, this is cool. You're like, oh, it's for your wife. So I don't get to display it.
Hey,
There's that.
she needed some Tom Holland, and I sent it to her. You know what I'm saying?
We all need some Tom Holland.
Oh, don't tell you that because I'll send you one too.
I'm down.
Well, it's
What are you sipping?
a little bourbon.
A little bit of the whiskey.
Yeah.
Little bit.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just heard we were hopping on when our talking about our significant others not watching our channels. And I was like, oh, I might as well come in then. So, because mine doesn't watch mine either.
She relies on me to help with her content too.
She does.
Yeah, that's true.
She does.
She's so awesome.
She'll skim through if she's in it until where she thinks the funny parts are going to be. I don't even think she watches all of her stuff though.
Hey, when's your next cooking show?
Great question. I mean, we keep trying to figure out when we can do it. We got 2 kids. It's tough. By the time we want to cook, we're like, watch another episode of TV,
Right?
because we don't want to cook a full meal at like 9 o'clock at night.
Can't you just give them some Benadryl? They go to sleep and then you can just...
I wish.
Your generation was the give them a little bit of whiskey, right? That was
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's not the
No,
Benadryl. You're not the Benadryl parent generation.
Yes, and look at me.
I was the same one because my mom was always like, they're teething. Here, just grab some whiskey and rub it on there.
Yeah.
Explains so much about both of you.
I'm saying that's how Irish alcoholics solve their kids' problems.
Just alcoholics in general.
Chaos, our last cooking show was a sandwich episode. We made pastrami. Pastrami.
Yeah.
We watched that. Are you getting ready, Simon, for your big night?
Oh, mate, I really can't be asked, but yes.
You'll do great, man. You're gonna do a great job, and then that place that's gonna give you free food, and the fish and chip place is gonna give you free
Cool
food.
thing is, he got me like a pass, like an all area access pass, and it's just like,
or whatever.
yeah, it's just like, dude, it's just like a gig at a small little club. Like it's not. I was like, all right, cool. Get my Simple Simon mic ready. Yeah.
That's awesome. You gonna use it?
Yeah, because I'm going to interview some of the band guys. I don't want to interview them all though, because that's like 10, 11 interviews. It's like I'm just going to pick and choose. It's like the singer. That's it.
Is Tony going with you?
No, well, I didn't want to ask Tony to go with me because it's not really his thing. So I was just like, Sarah, can you come help me? And Sarah's going to come help me.
The girl's sick. Are you gonna take her out? You should be staying home giving her chicken soup.
Hey, this could be like a future of mine, all right? People start asking me to make videos for them, this could be, a future thing.
You should be home. You should go to her place and rub her back and give her some chicken soup.
Well, I need to go do that too, apparently, because like she's got to go to the doctor soon, and I said I'd go with her.
Yeah, she actually mentioned earlier in the chat. She's like, I'm just waiting for him to come over because I'm feeling horrible. It's good that he's on a Get Drunk YouTube channel.
Hey, I wanted to get some booze, but I stayed sober.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I truly respect that. You drink your Coca-Cola Zero, whatever it was. I expect that. You sipped. You were sipping with me, and I appreciate that.
Oh, Tony.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just it's been a hot second since you've done a sipping stream.
I know. Yeah, you keep bugging me about it.
I have not said it one time because this is probably the first Friday where I actually could have hopped on. Like the past 3 Fridays, I've been with this guy over here arguing about Batman stuff.
Yo. What we've been trying to do is set Fire Guy Ryan straight.
About what? About Batman?
Everything, life, Batman, comics.
Right. I
Just
thought he was doing great. He had a girlfriend, the whole 9 yards.
again, life, comics, Batman, just everything.
No girlfriend no more?
I'm not in charge of his love life.
Does it look like I keep that? I have a hard enough time keeping tabs on what's going on in my house. Okay, like
This is the truth.
So what? So Greg, what's your opinion on Thomas Wayne being Batman?
on Thomas Wayne, but I agreed with what John was saying. I don't like it. It's the same reason like the story they did with Nightwing was stupid, where they're like, oh, Nightwing's grandfather is one of the original Talons. Like, not everything has to be connected. Like, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it in the context of like a TV show like Gotham, like where they're like, let's just try and make this absurd show where it's like we're hinting at all these things. I think that's why I like the show Pennyworth, though, because it gave you Alfred, it gave you Martha and Thomas, and Lucius. Like, it kind of gave you those 4 characters, and they're all connected anyways already. So like, it wasn't like, oh, now they're hinting at like a Joker in Britain, back 30 years ago, or a Riddler or a Two-Face. It was just, and I think I appreciate that, because like, not everything has to be connected. It dulls down the story, so I don't like it. I also did not read Flashpoint, so I'm probably the worst person to ask about this. So everyone's like, ooh, Flashpoint new story arc. I'm going, ooh, I didn't read the first one. So
it's a solid event overall, but I just don't know that it needs to bleed over into the universe at large.
Yeah, I got you.
Respect that.
Well, what Simon look like? He's got a backpack and everything. So cute.
Dudes,
he's the constant professional.
Simon, you got a thermos of chicken noodle soup ready to go?
If you know what I do need, I need to bloody change the battery on this. I always leave my microphone on, so sometimes like it'll be like a whole day, and I come back to it and I've left it on all night.
Yeah, I did. Chaos, you're right. He popped up in the Flashpoint, the Flash button.
Yeah.
Which was what, issues like 15 or 20?
Of the King run?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was coming up again and again. Like it was easily my least favorite parts of the Tom King run.
Yeah.
Anytime he popped up.
Well, because that was early in on the King run too, and I got in right around, I think it was Simon said issue 50. That's when I got back into collecting comics. I got in like at issue 55 or something of the Tom King Batman run. That's what and so by the time I got back, I was also like something like, I don't know what Thomas Wayne's doing in here.
I
was like, why?
What? 50 all the way.
I was like, wait, Thomas Wayne's in here, the Watchmen are here, and Flash. Like, what's going on in this Batman story? I don't know.
Yeah, he turned out to be the main bad, but then they never really did anything with it, which is the most frustrating. Right. It was I feel like Bane worked way better with the City of Bane idea, and I don't know that they needed Thomas and time travel or dimensions and any of that. Didn't need it. I wanted a street level kind of villain, but that was just me.
Is Bane street level villain for you?
Well, certainly more so than a time travel or alternate dimension Thomas Wayne.
Why not?
Stories always get screwed when there's time travel involved.
I don't like.
It's a cheap out. Yeah.
I struggle with time travel. Like, I don't really like time travel movies as much. And like,
why?
What?
Why?
Because again, I feel like it's a cheap out. I don't like
Your
it. Like,
comic book cover is an homage to a time travel movie.
I know it is. I said
that was the sickest lawyer moment. So well done.
It's true. I said usually don't like time travel movies. Okay. It is the second one too, so it works even better.
That was so good. No, but I think
it's
to
on
your
the way
point,
to,
I mean, that was what frustrated me about Endgame was that they basically invented a time travel device to solve the problems.
Yeah,
of the previous
just
movie.
like that, pretty much.
And it all it does in general, especially if it's, I mean, I don't think they did it like horribly sloppy or anything, but even when you do it really well, I think in general just always adds more questions and more like problems. You know, I think it doesn't necessarily iron anything out because all it means later on is like when they fight Kang, why aren't they like, hey, get the suits out again. Let's go time travel and fix this sucker again.
Yeah, won't you?
Like every villain from here on out is going to be, oh, you know what we should do? Let's get the time travel thing.
I've talked
Let's
with
do it
John
again.
about this a lot on the show. That's my biggest knock with the Superman movie is he can go so fast he can spin around time travel around the world. Like, why doesn't he do that every other time there's an issue?
Every time. Yeah. It opens this door. And then on top of that, the rules of time travel have to be so strictly organized. Otherwise, it leaves the Swiss cheese potholes problem where everything you start micro examining everything and just going.
Because if they do Kang as the new, you know, the new Thanos, basically, they're going to have to do it well because otherwise people are going to be like, I don't want to be thrown backwards and forwards and just get totally confused. You know, or they get too many loopholes, as you said, and things like that, and it just end up going stupid.
You got it.
Like I like Kang as a baddie, but yeah, you got it. But it's one storyline at a time, not 20 in one movie sort of thing.
I know nothing about Kang.
Well, I mean, it could, to Spidey's point, like it could be used to like tie off this problem in general because Kang is a time traveling villain and it might make them all realize they don't want to mess with time and dimensions anymore, that he's the guy that basically forces them to deal with the flaw in that system, you know.
And as long as they do one Kang, they don't do multiple iterations of the different time,
like in the comics.
God, my head's just hurting just thinking about it.
I love that. I personally love time travel.
I like it in a standalone movie or a single comic book. Like I can enjoy it in Paper Girls, which is like they just do it in their own thing, and I can enjoy it in a single movie like About Time or whatever. But I think when you throw it into something like comic book continuity, where you have this epic universe, you know, Endgame for me it frustrated. It was the one big frustration about Endgame. I love the movie; I can still totally enjoy it, but like the fact that was the like plot device was just like, oh really, guys? Yeah, sorry.
Remember the butterfly effect, right?
Right.
So this is something no one talks about
because it's not a good movie.
No, come on,
no, it's not a good movie, Simon.
I liked it.
What's wrong with Ashton Kutcher?
Doesn't mean it's good. I like a lot of stuff.
Any movie where Ashton Kutcher travels back in time to kill himself as a baby is like,
no. So
let's do this.
Here's the thing, right? So back in the day, right, I was working at Blockbuster. I had the VHS copy of Butterfly Effect, and then there was the DVD copy. The VHS had the original theatrical ending, right? So to me, it was always the ending. So at the end, what he does is he doesn't go back to the womb and strangle himself, which is the dumbest thing that's ever happened in movie history. He goes back to the party where he first meets her as a friend, and he goes up and whispers in her ear, I'm going to kill you if you ever come near me. And they never become friends. And that's what actually happens. And then at the end of the movie, they walk past each other in the future, and she doesn't know who he is. And he thinks about going after her and, you know, trying to become her friend again. But then he decides, no, I'm just going to leave it. And then he walks off. And that's the end of the movie. And then they release that other ending for DVD. And that's the only ending you see now. But he goes back into the room and strangles himself. It's like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, I don't understand. But I'm very passionate about that because I had the VHS copy and it was like, no one ever talks about this.
I love a good solo, like 12 Monkeys, time travel movie. Like I'm down for that kind of Time Bandits. Heck yeah, Time Bandits all day.
Sharon mentioned Time Cop before.
Time Cop, yeah.
I
think it's John Claude's best movie, I think.
Gotta love those old Van Damme movies.
Right. I almost watched
the only reason why she mentioned it. She loves that movie and Indiana Jones.
Oh, don't say that. I literally just got a craving, and I'm actually watching. I just started watching Raiders.
Really?
Oh, I watched it 2 days ago.
I literally.
With Charlie.
I don't know. You probably can't tell from. You can see the emblem
Okay, hold
thing,
on.
whatever.
Let me get my
We're in
book.
the middle of it right now.
I can see Lilo. No, that's Stitch.
Oh!
Oh, that's Marion drinking. She's getting drunk.
Yeah, that's after she pulls the like Indiana Jones first.
So wait,
There's the medallion.
You
That's
paused
before it
watching
goes in the
Indiana
fire.
Jones to talk to us.
That's before it goes in the fire.
Bad choice.
That's not a wise decision. In the words of the end of Last Crusade, you have chosen poorly.
Cool.
So I have
that movie.
We
ranked.
named the dog Indiana.
I
love that
listed
movie.
22 of my favorite time travel. I think we were talking about time travel movies, and I ended up listing 22 of them. So let's see which
I
ones we
think
talked about.
Did you guys do a show about that? Because I think you guys should.
I think we did.
We did a show. We did 4 categories.
All right, let's
Yeah.
go back in time and do it again.
No,
I think I was in the Christmas movie one. I think I watched that live.
we did. Yeah, because we did romantic comedy or romantic
Yes.
time travel. We did comedy time travel. We did dark time travel, and we did action time travel.
Yeah, we did.
Because we did like Donnie Darko and the one
was
like
fun.
because we felt like there
Those
were
were
some
good.
time travel movies like you couldn't compare like Donnie Darko with Hot Tub Time Machine.
It's not
But
fair.
There's
I feel
more
like
movies.
Chaos would, but
There's more
Groundhog
movies.
Day. Is Groundhog Day a time travel movie? 'Cause
that would started our first. I think one of our first. Is it a movie?
is it a time
Yeah,
travel movie?
because he
Because
goes back to the
I
same
mean,
point with the
technically,
movie.
he's repeating time,
Yeah,
right?
he's over and over again.
About
is he-
time. I
is
love
he actually
About
time-
Time. The
But it's
British
time
film.
traveling where he actually has to go and travel to make it time travel.
He went back. Yeah,
Did he go back in time, or did he just get stuck in a time loop?
Time loop.
in a loop.
So is he
Yep.
not time traveling? He's stuck in a
Time
loop.
loop.
He's time looping.
I don't even know what that means.
Bill and Ted.
He's still trapped. No,
Dave. Cheers to you, sir.
I need
Cheers,
a local
guys.
boy here.
All I see your shirt says is co-ed naked.
I
And I'm
needed
like,
some
okay.
backup. I needed a local guy. He's my local guy.
Good to see you, Dave.
What, okay,
Tailgating is a football kind of term.
Is
John.
it? Okay. I didn't know if it was a sex thing.
I mean, it probably is too. I asked Tony about that. I want to know. So.
I have heard the term before. Obviously, we don't have that sort of stuff here, but I have heard the term.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice stout.
What's up, Dave?
I miss beer. I really miss beer.
What's up, buddy? How you guys doing?
All right. So is a time okay? Is a time loop time travel?
He's asking you, Dave. Is
Dave,
Groundhog Day a
time-
time travel movie?
Is time if you're in a time loop, is that time travel?
Wait, what?
Exactly.
Woo!
We're debating whether or not Groundhog Day is a time travel movie.
Dude, I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
It's such a good movie.
Well, that's
I-
similar
I
to,
basically have that movie memorized.
You don't-
I would
Yeah.
I would technically say yes.
Just say
well,
yes.
is it the
because-
same? What's the same as what's that Tom Cruise movie, Edge of Tomorrow?
Yeah,
That's an
Same
awesome
thing.
great movie.
I didn't like the end, but it was a good movie.
I'm not a
But
big
same
Tom
thing.
Cruise guy, but I liked it.
If you're traveling,
Don't worry, Tom
back
Cruise
to-
isn't big either. So,
If you're traveling back to a certain point, it's a time travel. It's a time travel movie.
but is he traveling back, or is it just is he caught in a loop? That's the
It
question.
doesn't matter. He's going back.
It's like that
in
Andy
time.
Samberg movie. He's stuck in that. It's the re.
Oh, that's a
adaptation of
fun one. The Palm
It is.
Springs or whatever.
Palm Springs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny movie. I'm going back.
Are you sorry now that you hopped on?
Yeah.
I mean, most people are when they join Greg and I.
All right.
Well, Mark, you never actually gave us. And Mark, by I mean Dave, you never actually gave us a answer. Is a time travel movie or is it a time loop movie?
It's the
No,
same
no.
thing. You're
I
moving
think
through
it's a-
time.
I think it's a
Time travel movie.
See, that's how I feel about it. I count it,
You
but
travel.
I do agree that it's a niche within the time travel genre,
A subgenre.
right?
You're in a loop. You're traveling through time. It's a time travel movie. Done.
Doesn't matter whether it's a minute backwards or forwards, or an hour or a day or years. That's still time travel in one kind of aspect.
A more interesting one to debate would be, I don't know if you guys saw the Gwyneth Paltrow movie Sliding Doors, because
Oh,
that is not
Chick
really a
flick.
time travel movie as much as it is like alternate dimension
Right,
film,
there's
because
two
at
different
one
movies going
moment
on at
you
the same
see
time.
how she could have gone this way, but she went that way. Like,
Multiverse movie.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
Like
it
the
wouldn't
one.
qualify because there's no like going forwards or backwards. It's just
Oh, the one.
branching and then
I am
and then
Yula.
reconnecting.
I am nobody's bitch.
Now I
Yeah, I
don't
love
I
that
don't know if
movie.
you guys have already talked about it. Have you guys seen Interstellar?
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't
That was
actually
a
watched
good
that
one.
yet.
Oh, it's a good one. You should
I
definitely
have.
watch
We
it.
talked about it on
It's
something.
a
I
good
forget
time
what-
traveling movie.
Maybe it was time
All
traveling.
right.
What about the one that I was debating too was Arrival with was it,
Charlie Sheen.
Renner? No, Jeremy Renner.
Not Charlie
and-
Sheen.
Charlie-
You're
Oh,
No.
I've seen that movie.
What's the
Uh,
main actress?
the redhead lady.
Amy.
Is it
Amy
one of-
Adams.
Adams.
I was
Yeah.
going to say, is it one of the
Because
Emmas? It's not
Her
one of the Emmas.
consciousness travels in time, and the movie skips around as a result because she learns that time's a flat circle. And so she, like through the course of the movie, she starts like skipping around in time mentally. She's not actually traveling in time, but she can gain information from the future, use it in the past, understand what's going to happen to her later on. So it's an interesting concept of that one.
Sounds more like a supernatural movie, like a psychic movie almost.
Right, because she comes in contact with these aliens who have the ability to see into the future or understand that time moves in various directions simultaneously. So
You're screwing up Greg. He's already rubbing his face.
we
No,
ended up
it's-
discounting Arrival, I think, but I still.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you were okay with
No.
it?
I'm
Because I
fine
ended
with
up
it.
still using it.
I don't remember, man. I've changed my opinion on something. I feel like John. I feel like you're just like me. I feel like you changed your opinion on Groundhog's Day too. So
I don't think I did. I think
I
I,
think you
counted
did.
that one.
I'll go back. I won't. No, I won't. I won't
No,
go
you'll
back and
never
watch the tape.
rewatch that. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. Groundhog Day is phenomenal.
Great film.
And
We do have a theater in Columbus that shows it,
That's
Uh,
nice.
on February
every
2nd.
Groundhog's
They
Day?
have a theater there.
Nice.
and they will. But they have the Groundhog's Day challenge. If you can stay awake for 24 hours watching that movie for 24 hours, you get a free movie pass to that theater for a year.
Means you can't go to the bathroom?
You can go to the bathroom and you can eat and drink. You can eat and drink and use the restroom, but if you can't like lounge, you have to sit in your seat basically to watch the movie. So like they'll give you like I think they give you like
I could
5 minute
totally
break.
do this. I mean, I'd probably fall asleep.
If you fall asleep, it's out.
Oh, you can't even like
You can't fall
doze?
asleep. That's the thing.
Oh,
You can
man,
go
I'm
to
too
the
old for
bathroom, you
this
can eat
stuff.
and drink, but you can't fall asleep.
Okay. Then,
So if
yeah,
you
I
fall
wouldn't do
asleep,
well.
Or that's
Is there
why
like
it's
somebody just there with a flashlight? Like,
Yeah, I
oh,
was gonna
gotcha. Got your ass.
I mean, I feel like they probably have an idea of when to probably go through and see if you're falling asleep or not.
Somebody hits you with a stick.
Slap you.
I've got to run, guys, and do
Ooh,
my stuff. So
Take care, Sarah, for us.
Cars
Yeah.
are faster, by the way, Simon.
anyway,
having a great time.
hopefully
Hey,
I'll be there in the next
Simon,
one.
Simon, thanks for hopping on, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, good, mate. Have fun, boys.
See ya.
Spidey now, top shelf.
The real Australian accent is coming out now.
Exactly.
The fake Boston accent's down in the bottom corner.
Okay, we already went through this. I don't have a Boston accent.
I know.
I never
That's
said
one thing
did.
I can't do. I can't do American accents. I've tried, and I just can't do it.
I get
it's
like
like
bashed
the-
a lot.
It's like the ongoing joke with like Nick's Kicks and Comics. Like he always yells at Spidey every time he jumps on a hangout stream, and I can't do it. The only thing I do is the Joey from Friends. I just go, "How you doing?"
How you
And
doing?
that's all I do.
That's
How
fair.
you doing? That's my main. That's gonna be on my tombstone because I do it all the time.
I do get bashed a lot out here in Denver with my Boston, Rhode Island accent all the time.
You're in
It's pretty
Denver
funny.
right now?
Yeah, I've been here since October.
You never told me.
I did tell you.
What would you have done, Tony?
Well, okay. We were all supposed to go.
I'm just curious.
He asked me to go and all together go to flea markets and stuff, and I couldn't do it.
So you just said, firstly, you just said you don't have a Boston accent. Then I heard flea market. Sorry, what?
off to the
Hey, I
market.
took right. I don't know about you guys, but I took right. And then you moved out the debt. So what are you doing over there? Work?
I'm out here for contract work.
Really?
Yes, I've been out here since mid October. I have like another week and a half left, and then I go back home.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're coming back.
Mhm.
Who's
Yep.
high?
Also, I
Oh,
love
okay.
I
All
love
right.
when freaking Gore is in a chat because he brings out great comments about
Hey,
how how good Groundhog's Day is a really creepy love story. He didn't say creepy. I added to it, but
I think you could definitely look at it that way. But I think the second he realizes that he's not going to win her and that he's going about this all wrong, it's a self-improvement story. But certainly you could argue that he is conning a lot of women, or specifically one woman, into bed repeatedly.
Yeah, but there's part of that movie that he's just trying to.
Tony's like, that's called marriage.
So there's that.
Hey, Chris, you in your garage?
He can't hear us yet. He's still trying to figure out how this whole computer thing works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still in my garage.
I love that you decided to go black and white. That's a bold move. I think you're really doing something.
Am I black and white?
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Kevin?
Look at this. I love this. I totally love this.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Good to see you, sir.
Dude,
Nice to be
how you
seen. How's
doing?
everyone doing? Oh, my apologies.
Kevin's
I'm
in his
only
son
doing
in his
soda.
son's room.
No, I don't care what you're drinking as long as you're sipping. I could care less what you're drinking.
Yeah, I'm nursing a hangover from last night, this morning. I was celebrating for the past 2 days.
What are we
Celebrating what?
celebrating?
My birthday tomorrow.
Hey, cheers!
How old are you old bastard?
53.
You're not an
And
old
remember, it's not the years, it's the mileage.
bastard. Yeah,
Hey,
it's
another good Raiders of the Lost Ark quote.
I know, exactly. 53, that's all?
Yeah.
I'm like the oldest bastard here.
He's a Ute.
Hey, that's
Tony's
something to
like,
be
you
proud
look
of.
so much older than 53. That's shocking. What a jerk, Tony.
I was going to say, does that make me the youngest then? No,
No.
maybe not.
Chaos is
My
the youngest.
recommendation is eat a lot of preservatives. That's what helps.
There you go. Yeah, actually,
hey.
I'm trying to figure out how I can
Thank you, Zen.
I'm trying to figure out how I can retire in 5 years.
You and me both. Well, actually, 2028 is what I'm shooting for. That's the end of that's when the Olympics comes and goes.
Oh, that's nice.
You're
Yeah,
only going to
so-
live that long? That's not a whole lot longer.
I'm hoping I can make it. I'm hoping.
I'm going to be 57 this year.
Oh wow! You don't look a day over
62.
Exactly.
Right.
Chris, you there? Are
I'll be-
you here?
I'll be 40 this year.
No, you.
Oh, young guy.
Okay, so I'm not the youngest. Cool.
Yeah, he likes it. He likes young guy. That's what he orders at the Chinese restaurant.
Oh, nice,
The cream of Sungo guy.
So,
nice. Handmade, right?
Wait, I know. Can we point out the fact that Mad Spidey is like, oh, he's 40, so I'm not the youngest? Like, so you thought the youngest was under 40? Was
I
Wow.
thought maybe I might have been the youngest, but yeah.
And you're over
Yeah,
40?
great. You don't look a day
That's
over
not in the
47.
face.
So, yeah.
We just got into a full-on old man conversation, didn't we? I am so sorry.
It's all right. I'm the young gun here, so I'll take it.
how do you know?
How do you know?
42.
How old's Dave?
Well,
How old's Dave?
Chaos just said his age, and Mad Spidey said, oh, so I'm not the youngest then, which means he's older than Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how's Dave?
I'm assuming Dave and I are, I don't know. I
We're
don't
probably
know.
the same age.
I'm under
38.
40, I'll say that.
I'm 34.
Oh, then Dave is the youngest.
Sucker.
Wow, there you go.
Winner.
So I'm Malcolm in the middle. Okay, cool.
But you're in the corner.
What's up, guys?
So hey, I just got back from the future,
And
and I want to show you what I got.
Is it the
I can
future or
only
time?
tell
Hold
you
on.
temporarily.
You got it with you?
It's always a win when you end up making out with your mom.
Yeah. Kevin came from the future for comic book spec. Didn't worry about betting. Didn't worry
What's
about
your name?
sports
Tell me,
betting or the
Ron.
stock market.
Ooh, free
Oh,
comic
nice.
book day.
How
Is
much
it the
that cost
COVID?
you?
The COVID turtles.
Nice.
Well, it could cost me my ability to get things like this if people find out.
Good thing we're not live on YouTube.
When are those books
Exactly.
coming out?
Whoops.
May 7th on Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm traveled from the future, people. This is about half of the stuff that's going to be out.
Well, sell it now before it drops down to free.
No. Actually, I did. Las Cruces actually won one book from me already. I can't believe how that guy wins everything.
I won one book from you right now. Hi, how you doing? I won.
A Three Stooges comic.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And if you think about it, technically, I'm actually in the future compared to you guys.
That is true.
This is factual.
That's true.
It is 2:00 in the
Yeah, it is,
afternoon on
isn't it?
Saturday.
Jeez. I'm so glad I still have 2 days off to go.
It's called the weekend. Oh, he's got
Oh,
more.
you got more?
There's
Oh,
more.
Damn.
That's a free comic book every year. This
It
comic.
seems to be. It's like a
Yeah.
tradition. Yeah, this
Oh, the
was
Nottingham's pretty cool.
this, and then this,
Oh, they got a Bloodborne this year. Nice.
and this. I really like the robot story. Machine Boy. And this.
Oh, cool. Barbaric.
Barbaric's awesome.
And
I love
this.
that, Sonya. I haven't got into this.
Oh man, I can't believe they're doing that.
Well, you know this Reed?
What, Inkwell? Yeah. Mobius?
Yeah, okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it from the future. From the future. I had to give it all back. It just went back through the porthole just now. So how's everyone been? It's good to see you. Hey Chris, did you pick up that Abigail book?
I mean, I pre-ordered it, so it'll come in eventually.
Perfect.
Not all of us are from the future, Kevin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from the past. My books come in 3 weeks late. So it ain't
Oh,
even.
all right. Yeah, I know.
People who have a DC Unlimited and a Marvel app get their new comic book still earlier than Chaos does.
Is Tony
Well, I
just
have
going to
those-
make this the Kevin show? He's just like locked in
Oh,
on
I'm
Kevin.
sorry.
I'm like, what's he doing?
He's a sexy bastard. I want to make sure.
Well, I mean, I don't blame you.
So, John, about what you said about time travel in main continuity comics, I mean, X-Men has been filled with it even recently, and I feel like
I
you
agree.
liked that.
It depends on how they do it, and in the Days of Future Past is perfect because it's just 2 issues and it's like done. Like the whole thing wraps and you're good and it's done.
I'm more
I
talking
think
about recently.
the more they pick at that scab, I think the more it like just depletes the value of it. It makes it like, hey, I thought we fixed this future. I thought it wasn't going to happen, but now it's like every time we turn around, it's still going to happen.
No, there's a new one. There's a new terrible future.
Is this involving Moira and her machinations?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, always at this point they've made her a full-on psycho villain. Like she's the Hannibal Lecter of X-Men now. She legitimately killed somebody, cut their face off, and wore it.
Nah, yeah.
Cool, Lecter style.
Yes, it was like I was reading it going, that did not just happen. And I had to go back and read it again. And like, yep, that's what happened. Hey, Comics with Bueller's watching us. Is he? Is he still sitting around the campfire in the middle of the desert listening to us?
That is awesome. Hold on.
That's pretty.
If he's
epic.
getting
He's in
reception out
Moab.
there, even more the better.
Yeah, he said he's posted some great videos and pictures of his campsites.
The drone stuff that he's been doing has been kind of fun because it's been fun to watch him learn it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Buell, hop on. I said,
Yeah, drop on.
Oh
So
yeah.
anyone get to read the book Vanity that came out this week?
No, I did not.
Mm-mm.
What's the publisher on that one?
It's a Black Caravan Scout thing.
Okay.
But what I thought was interesting about it is now Chaos, you may know this, the band Venom.
Yeah.
One of their famous songs was a song called Countess Bathory. And I
Yeah.
believe that was off their first black album, their black metal
Yeah.
album. Now, that story, Vanity, is about the Countess Elizabeth Bathory. And
Yeah.
how they set it up is completely different than how the actual story reads. Because how the story reads is it is set back in a time of era in which that, the Countess lived. But everything is very poignant. And in the sense of everything could be and is said today, from their parent to their child or from their guardian to whatever. And you just kind of see how certain influences are done even when you're not trying to do them. And when you talk about a person that has been in myth responsible for well over 600 virgin deaths and bathing in their blood, it's amazing how far someone can take something. But it's an amazing book, and it has nothing to do with all this blood and gore at all. The setup is what you think that you're going to see, but it at all is not. It's an amazing book. Quick read too.
It's chocolate milk, Tony. Tony's sending me chats about getting. There's chocolate milk.
I don't care what you're sipping, as long as you're sipping.
Oh,
Were you eating cake earlier,
He's
though?
chiding people during the show.
Rather than
yeah. I'm
doing
getting
it,
like I'm getting texts.
well, they're doing it actually on the air. He's just privately messaging people like, "Hey, I can't talk on my own show, so what are you drinking?
Look,
What are you drinking?"
hold on. The way I play this is a hang up.
Yeah.
And you guys talk. Everybody talks about what they want to talk about, no matter what it is. I don't care if it's a fucking chocolate milk, or Kevin's going through time, getting books that we all want, or Greg is complaining. He's just complaining. And this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So if I tell on my own, Chris, hey, get another one because I just saw him finish what was in the cup. So be it. I don't care what you're drinking as long as you're sipping. That's it. Right?
I got a warm Sprite just to make you happy. I got a warm Sprite.
Thank you very much.
I haven't seen John sip anything.
That's true.
Are you kidding me? I've like refilled this twice.
Oh, that's a nice apple juice you got there.
I mean, yes, it is.
There's no way you've refilled that twice and you're as coherent as you are.
Yeah,
it's ginger ale and whiskey combined. So I've been like just kind of
Lovely whiskey.
but I'm running out of
whiskey
ice.
you got there.
This is just Jameson. I've got this, so I got this decanter from
His family owns that
Slime
company.
Dragon.
My Harry Potter
It's a Hogwarts logo on the front. It came with a few like Harry Potter tumblers.
Cheers.
But I've been keeping Jameson in this pretty much since he gave it to me. So
I didn't notice that.
yeah, it's always right behind me in the cabinet here, so I can always like pull it out in the middle of a stream and use it.
There you go. So Greg, don't mock me, man.
What?
I mean, go for it.
Tony, you brought me on the stream. What do you expect?
That's true.
Another good.
That's
question.
on you. This isn't on me.
That is
You
true.
sent me the link. That's on you, buddy.
I should judge myself, not you.
Yeah.
I apologize.
You knew what. Listen, you know what you get with me, okay?
No shit.
I get such a bad rap, and it's really Greg that's the bad guy. I just wanted to point that out.
I'm just pissed that you know.
Have you been on any text message chain that you're in, Chaos? You are the biggest bully in those group chats.
I'm just pissed that Chris doesn't have the garage door open, and the camera is facing it, kind of like on an angle of the garage door open, and he's sitting in a chair there. That's how
You want to see my neighborhood?
Yeah.
That's how you always had it. That's how you always did that.
Traditionally speaking,
garage.
yes.
Am I lying?
No, you're correct.
Okay.
You're absolutely correct.
If I'm lying, I'm dying.
Oh! Everybody, bow your heads.
He's going for it.
There he is.
He's risking it all.
Is
To get the biscuit.
it working?
Yeah,
It's working fine.
I
You
mean,
sound better than all of us.
Oh wow.
it's still just you.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Good. Great.
That campfire looked cozy.
Yeah, I'm literally out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm about an hour outside of Moab. There's nothing around, and there's a BLM land campsite that I'm out. I got off on the freeway. It's about 20 miles outside the freeway, and I'm surprised I'm getting service right now. It's like the first time I'm actually getting service all day.
Wow.
I was gonna say, if you're like an hour from Moab, there's nothing in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's not. I mean, it's beautiful out here. Don't get me wrong. It's just
It is
gorgeous.
beautiful.
Yeah.
there's
Even if
there's
you're in
nothing around.
Moab, there's nothing in the area.
That's
Yeah,
true.
well, that's Moab's like one of my favorite places on earth. So I
Yeah.
enjoy being there. So
I have no idea where that's at.
So you haven't explored much, is what you're saying.
It's like the big. You ever see the big arches in Utah?
Oh,
Yeah.
Utah. You're still in Utah.
yeah,
Cool.
I'm still lost.
I'll be in Albuquerque tomorrow. So
Oh, cool. I was gonna say
Oh,
you're
never-
probably only like 4 or 5 hours from me.
Yeah.
Right now.
There's a Bugs Bunny joke in there somewhere. I just can't think of it.
Albuquerque. I took a left turn to Albuquerque.
yeah,
Are you going to Denver? Because David's in Denver.
Yeah, I'm in Denver, but you said next month though.
yeah. I was looking at the. It's not bad. Might be a little hard getting there. It's not bad there, but getting there might be a little difficult because of the weather. So I talked to somebody who said wait a couple weeks.
Yeah, you got to drive to the mountains. It can be pretty snowy.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna wait till next month and go on the way back. I'll go ahead and hit because I want to be in Denver for a while. There's a lot of stuff there, so I don't want to just go there for a day. I want to go there for a week and stuff. So
That's why I've been here for 6 months. There's a lot to do here.
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. So
you're just kind of free floating. You have no itinerary. You're just kind of cruising when and how you want.
well, I don't. The only places I really have to be is at the Comic-Cons for the whatnot booths and stuff, and that's just the big ones like MegaCon, Baltimore, C2E2, New York, Emerald City, stuff like that. So outside of those dates, no, I can do whatever I want.
That's sweet.
That's all.
Wait, you weren't at MegaCon this year, though, right? It's next year you're talking about.
Well, MegaCon's next month.
MegaCon's in June, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or May.
Orlando.
May, I think, yeah, it's coming up soon.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
MegaCon's
gonna be a good drive all the way.
We fly into Florida, South Florida on Saturday when MegaCon's going in. I'm like, ooh, it's 2 hours away. I'm like, can I talk my wife into going 2 hours north after we just traveled with kids to go to MegaCon for Sunday?
Oh,
I'm like, no, I can't. There's no way I can. So
Or just disappear.
yeah, that's gonna work. Hey, honey, we just traveled with the kids, so you stay with your in-laws and the two kids while I go 2 hours up to a Comic-Con and spend.
Well,
the
it
day
depends.
out.
It's how you sell it. It's how you sell it.
Again, I don't think it's gonna work out in my favor.
well, you can always open the door, tuck and roll. Just tuck and roll.
Tuck his balls because you're gonna cut them off. So, hey, Bueller, what are you drinking?
Nothing, Dr. Pepper.
Usually it's
That's fine.
coffee.
Perfect.
I had some coffee a little bit ago, and
I don't know how you do that, man. I can't even drink coffee at noon and go to sleep all the time.
oh hell, I
Really?
can drink 3 cups of
Anytime.
coffee and go right to bed.
Yeah, me too.
I'm the same way. It's if I put sugar in it, it might bother me. But coffee, I can go to sleep right away.
Yeah.
The only coffee that keeps me up is if I make my old cold brew, stuff like that. That's really the only thing that'll keep me going.
You still got my mug?
Yeah, yours is one of the mugs I kept with me
Awesome.
because I literally went back and dumped a bunch of stuff off again before I took this trip, and I was like, I looked at your mug, I gotta keep this one. So
You're
half
limited
my-
on space too.
Yeah, half my mugs I put in storage, but the one you gave me, I kept it. So it's
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you very much.
awesome.
Which is it a mug with your mug on it? Like your shirts? Like what's the mug, Tony?
No, I got a mug, and it says the van down by the river.
Yeah, living in the van down by the river.
Oh, that's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He's in a van. He might be. He might be near a river.
Well, at some point he will be.
Odds are good.
Yeah, there's no river
Living on
right
a
here.
steady
I'm in the
diet
desert.
of government cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Just coyotes.
Yeah.
So at this point, how many miles do you think you've already driven?
About 2,000.
And how many shops have you visited?
I've only visited probably about 5 or 6 shops. I mean, I've only been to Boise, Idaho, and then Utah, and I'm not trying to hit every shop everywhere I go. I mean, I'm going to be traveling for a long time, so it's not like I'm not coming back. So, like, I hit a couple in Boise. I passed one on the way out of Boise, but I'll be back through that eventually. So, I mean, it's not a race.
Right.
I mean, you know, I got years. I want to be doing this for years. So, you know, there's not too much in Utah besides Salt Lake City, and that's really where only shops are. So I hit a handful of those.
There are a few shops in Salt Lake City worth checking out.
Yeah, they're really cool. Black Cat Comics.
Yeah, Black Cat's cool.
Yeah, the Nerd Store. They have 2 stores. And we went to another one. I was with the Rogue Trader, Eric. He his house for a couple days, and he showed me around Salt Lake City. And man, that guy's got the pressing. He's got like 20 pressing machines in his thing, and he presses all the books for like Salt Lake City. The guy's busy.
Yeah, he's a hard worker, man.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive what he was doing and stuff, and he just kind of showed me how it worked and everything. I thought it was pretty cool. I'd never seen that stuff before, so.
You got to be an upbeat kind of guy to do a job like that, because that could be rather depressing.
Oh yeah.
Dad joke.
Pretty good.
Hey, Andy's not here. I got to make it up for him. I'm just saying.
I gotta tell you, I went to the Nerd Store, and man, they had the largest collection of foreign comics I've ever seen. It was incredible.
Did you say porn comics?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I said foreign comics.
Oh, foreign.
Oh, I was gonna say I heard foreign, but maybe that was porn.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I heard.
Well, it might have been foreign porn comics, but
There you have it. I'm in again.
no, it was impressive, man. I'd never seen all that stuff before, and he had boxes and stuff, and it was all graded in the back. And they're opening up a new shop here probably later this year. It's gonna be massive. So I've never seen that stuff. It's pretty awesome.
You've never seen porn comics?
The foreign or the porn?
Foreign
Oh, porn.
international comics. John, help me. John, help me out, man.
Nothing I can do. Nothing I can do.
Come on.
There's that.
Tony, keep it up. Your mug's accidentally gonna fall off the mug.
There's a guy on Instagram that has something like 80 versions of the first Punisher appearance, and it's just in a bunch of different languages, like in Turkish, in Italian, in French. I thought that was really cool, like a really cool picture.
Yeah, they had a bunch of the ASM 300s, like in all the different countries that it came out in.
Nice.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So, he had a bunch. It was amazing. So he gave me one of them somewhere. I don't know where it's at, but
Oh God.
Which language did you pick?
What language?
it's Russian.
Russian. That's cool.
The Russian venom is the best venom.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, "Fuck this Russian one. You can have it."
Pretty much.
Oh, a French Vampirella book, Chad. That sounds
Yeah, no
that
shit.
sounds very saucy.
Huh.
Saucy. It's so saucy.
As if Vampirella couldn't become more risque.
Hey,
The
Raging
French version.
Yeah, but I bet there's a bunch of hair all over the place.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, that was a good one.
Did I mention Andy's not here?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Who?
Ooh.
No.
Anybody
Okay.
Anybody. Everybody does. When you get to a certain number, you give away type of things.
Yeah, give away okay.
does that
Subscriber
work?
giveaways.
Yeah, how does that work?
Not me.
How does that work?
I've only done it once.
Yeah,
I'm not-
okay. All right. You goofing on me because how does it work? He only done it once. So that's an actual question. Okay.
I just
so
want to understand the specifics. Are you saying like how do you give something to somebody? You just like put their name
on the road to
My
500,
address is
on the road to 1K.
Yeah.
How does
So,
that?
well, first, what you want to do, Tony, you want to start a YouTube channel, and when you hit at least some milestone,
All right, I have
whatever you deem worthy. Like, so if you think like a tangible
I
goal
have
for
to
you
go
is
take a pee
50,
now. I gotta go take a piss. On that statement, I love you. I love
this
you.
is when he leaves the mic on and we get to hear the whole thing.
No,
It's
I have
Oldwolf's
a very
326 subscriber.
I have a very strong stream.
It becomes a
I
live
wanna-
stream. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
oh, real.
I'm literally
Very
sitting
little.
on my toilet right now. So
Only because I am at I'm at right now. I'm at $3.99.
The only reason
Oh.
Bueller watched my channel is
Oh.
because he saw a panda crapping in the middle of one of my
so
shows.
should we
And
do
he was
a-
like, I'm
should we
sticking
do a-
for this guy's channel for whatever happens.
Exactly. That's exactly
I
why
say right
said.
there's a milestone, Tony.
So look, I'll be
398.
honest,
We hit it.
I'm at $3.99. So
398 was
on
your
the road-
milestone. You hit it.
Who? What?
398 was it. So through a 398 giveaway, you've already hit it.
So I mean, how do you do? Do you guys like? Hey, I'm on the road to 400. So what do you do? Like make a little video and you watch everybody who comments and you give.
I think there's a lot
You
of
stop
options
squirming
for
on your
how
own
you-
stream and you go pee.
Yeah.
we
We just go to the toilet.
He wants to ask a question and then go take a leak, and he's like, "I'll rewatch this later and figure out the answer."
No.
He's all, I want to think about it while I'm taking a dump.
I don't want to take a dump. I want to make a pee.
Well, go pee. You
Let's-
could
let's-
pee and been back, and we could have
let's,
given you an answer by now.
Let's get you to 400 right now and to give something away.
Well, exactly.
You can start with all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we all finally subscribe to you, Tony, yeah, that'll get you over 400.
I was gonna say. Oh my god! And there's Bueller's
I'm there.
toilet. He's
1,
showing us
2,
his
3,
toilet.
4, 5,
Yeah,
6, 7. I'll
my
be way
toilet bucket
over.
right there.
He's got the bucket ready.
Oh.
See, that's the benefit of being on a Bueller stream these days. He can just be like, "I'm just gonna take a leak right now."
Yeah. He doesn't even have to go anywhere.
He just opens the door
I
and
just
whips
slide
it
that
out.
thing over.
I'll be right back.
All right, Tony.
That could
All
be
right,
a
so
new
here's how you
catchphrase
guys
for
do
you,
it now
Bueller.
that Tony's leaving. We can actually.
What's that?
Get some shirts
Oh.
made that say that. I just slide that thing over.
I gotta tell you guys, I originally I just had like a bucket, the piston and stuff, and I finally said forget it. So I actually like bought one of those toilets, portable toilets and stuff that has like a chamber and stuff.
Are you gonna give us a review?
Well, let me just tell you this. What I didn't realize, after you drive around a lot and you stop, there is compression in the tank. So when you go to flush it and the lid opens up, it comes shooting out.
Ah!
So
Yeah,
make sure
vent it,
when you
yes.
flush it, you slowly pull the handle.
Wow. I feel
And
like I
that's
need
gonna
one of
be-
those
that's
little rainbows.
Get a video down the road, right, Travis? That'll be a video
Yeah, it's
down
called
the
How
road.
to Get Pink Eye.
I want the more you know.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so
Did you watch
awesome.
that movie before you left? Did you? I forget the name of the movie that won the Oscar a couple of years ago about van life.
Nomad.
I saw part of it.
Oh, yeah,
Was it
Nomad.
Nomad?
Yeah, it is. I think.
So are you
Yeah,
working?
I
Are you
saw
working
part
at
of
an Amazon fulfillment center in the holiday season?
No, I'm not doing that. I let Whatnot pay all my bills.
That's smart.
Nice.
That's the trick.
Yeah, that works out. I still haven't used their platform yet, but they're paying me. Eventually, I will.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah,
You're getting paid for something you're not even working.
yeah. Oh, well,
Awesome. I got to figure that one out.
yeah. It's a moving billboard, right? So that's how they're making their money with that.
That Parks and
All right,
I'm
keeping
liking
Comp
is what-
times. Yeah. Smart.
look what Barbarian.
There we go.
Tony hit 401. He just
Right.
hit
He shared
401.
it
So
out
which
and
one
he
of you
had
guys
400.
actually just subscribed to him for the first time then? Because there's
Yeah.
only 9 watching, and we're all here on screen.
I was gonna say, and all of us got the notification. Tony, you're at 401, brother.
Tony's got the celebration whiskey.
He just cursed 2 times. I could see.
Yeah,
it.
right.
No shit. Are you serious?
It's giveaway
Yeah.
time, Tony.
we
Yeah, that's
we
it. You just went and told your wife to follow you. So there you go. Oh my gosh, 400.
Tony's like, listen, kids,
Honestly,
I raised you.
never
Now
thought
you can
I'd
at least follow me on
Okay,
YouTube.
All right. So I have to work this on.
So what
I
you
think
do,
it's
Tony,
frustrating.
is if you
I
want to
never
just give
thought
a,
I would never thought I would crack the 400. Honest to God.
The way it works,
There you
Tony, is
go.
I won your contest, and then just send me whatever you're giving away.
that's it. We decided while you were gone.
Just
Yeah.
don't send it to Chris because he'll just give you a address of a brothel. If that's
Yeah,
you're
I
gonna
just
just
do that. I wonder if a
He's gonna
brothel.
ship comics to a brothel in Vegas.
His garage is actually like 2 blocks away from his house. So
I wonder if anyone's ever sent anything to that brothel, actually, because I give that address a lot.
Do you really?
Hey,
What,
there's
the
comics
brothel?
too.
This
Yes.
explains a lot.
What you got there, Tony?
I'm pretty sure that brothel has been closed for 3 years now, or 2 or whatever. I don't think
How do you know that?
everything opened up here except for that
And the
adult
amount
stuff.
of AOK sitting on their doorstep.
Yeah,
Everything's open but their legs.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Actually, their legs are open on the brothel.
So Tony, if you do want to give something away, you could just ask a question of the chat, and the first person who's correct in your chat could win. Right now, like in the moment, if you wish.
Yeah,
if you want to do
what's-
that.
But if you want to
I'm
get drunk
waiting
first, you can
to
pour
get
yourself
more
another.
people to actually try and encourage more people to subscribe to your channel.
Inversely, yes. If you cared about growing your channel and
Yeah.
wanted to incentivize that growth, then yeah, he has ideas.
What's the idea?
If you actually are trying to grow your channel,
Uh-huh.
like, and you want to incentivize. Now, I'm saying this from an idea of I don't have a lot of people. I just beat Chaos in trivia, and that's how I grew my channel.
I made Greg famous.
But
Someone had
a
to.
lot of channels will incentivize of like, hey, when I hit 450, then I'll do a big giveaway to encourage people to share.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
chance.
That's what I want to do. I when I brought it up because I was close to 400, I didn't have anything planned, and I was literally asking you bastards. So like, what do you do?
Well, you asked a bunch of people that don't care about their channel growth, as in John hasn't.
You're
cared
back
about
to.
it in a year.
By the way, after you announced you're not giving them, you're back to 398 now. So sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. Good. Because I'm actually in the F.
I think you're really nervous in there for a moment.
I actually checked.
on YouTube in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm opening this up to celebrate.
Actually, Greg, that makes a lot of sense and why my channel doesn't grow because see, I've always threatened the fact that if I get to like 100, 150 or whatever, I demand people to start sending me gifts.
See,
That's the other way to go.
Yeah, I that makes a
Send
Send me
lot of
stuff
sense.
now.
when I
I
hit
have
100, you
achieved
owe me
YouTube
presents.
celebrity.
Yeah,
That's
No,
funny.
actually,
Everyone give me an AOK. I have 150 subscribers.
exactly. I
Tony,
like that,
what
yeah.
bottle do you
You
open up?
guys are goofing. But
Hey, Tony,
I actually-
Tony, what'd you
I
open
would
up?
get
What
this
bottle?
point.
Tony,
What?
if you want, I can give out some books as a, AOK to your channel as a 400 subscriber giveaway if you like.
How's
Ask
that
a
work?
random question. You ask a random question.
He's going to
to
give away
people.
some comics to somebody in your chat if you ask
Yes.
them a question and the first correct answer wins.
First correct answer. I'll
He's
just-
doing it as a celebration for you.
Yeah, I can do the same.
Oh,
I just
let me
realized
see.
that I
Hold
got-
on, hold on. Pull up the Batman again.
Well,
Oh, I
snap.
love that. That's
I'm
a better
adding
copy
in,
than I
I'm
have.
going into this.
Tony, you can't win your own
Tony.
fucking giveaway. God damn it, man.
Wait, are you sure about this?
Stop it. Jesus,
Ooh, Jason Todd.
Tony. Ooh, that's a nice.
All right. So
Remember
we
the
need to
rules I have.
okay.
When you hit 400, people are supposed to give you shit. That's
All right.
how it works.
That first one was awesome. Could you just like put that
Panel
to the
members can
side?
win, correct?
Tony, you can't win your own prize. It's not how this works, man.
I don't understand that rule.
He's gonna ask a question that only he knows the answer to, and then he's gonna type the question.
Panel
I
members
have
can
no
win, right?
questions.
Otherwise, I gotta go, guys.
Oh.
If panel members can't win, I gotta go.
Yeah,
That's the whole chat. The whole chat is panel members.
Exactly.
All right, so I have to ask a question.
Yeah, you got.
No.
I can drop a starting line when you're ready for people to send type the answers.
Oh
in.
no! I want that.
He's a big Captain Marvel fan.
Oh,
right,
man,
I'll-
I gotta get some Captain Marvel stuff.
All right, I'll hold this
I
for you,
only have
Tony.
the first 5.
All
Tony,
right, that's you, Tony.
He's
I'll
purchased
take a
all my
question.
Captain Marvel.
When I get back to
I'll
Wonder
think of a
Island,
question.
it's yours.
All right, contact me on that one. Honest to God.
Wait, did Chris say he'll think of a question? Don't let Chris
I'll think of a
ask
question.
Chris, yeah, someone think of a question.
Oh, man. You have no idea what
It's going to be a CW question.
Ooh, perfect.
Jesus Christ!
What?
He's gonna ask a question about the CW. Are you kidding me?
No, I wouldn't. That's a running joke because that's how Greg.
Beat you. Yeah. Oh, he froze.
Good enough.
Throw some
We
hot
got,
water on him.
we got a frozen chaos there.
Oh, am I frozen still?
Now you're back.
Oh,
You're
not
back.
anymore. God damn it.
First person to name 3 Ghost Riders.
I just dropped the starting line.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's the first thing I can think of. I don't know if that's a good question, but
I can't even name 3. I can only think of 2.
well, there's the guy driving the car.
I'm just saying, yeah, I got that one and I got the motorcycle one.
I
Well,
got
then there's 2
two.
motorcycle ones.
God damn it, there's more Ghost Riders. See, this is what happens when you don't read Ghost Rider.
Oh,
there's
yeah.
like 4 of them.
But you got the Lego,
There's a female, too.
There's a
and there's a
Lego
female
one.
too. There's female Ghost Rider.
Ooh, Mad Spidey. Hey, wait a second. He's
Wait a second.
He's in the chat.
Does
No,
that count?
that is true. Those are
Does that count, Tony?
That counts.
Those are the 3.
So now Dave's got to ship to Australia.
No,
Shit.
you're not shipping to me. I'm not a DC guy. I'm a
then-
Marvel guy.
The regret sinks in.
Who likes
Oh,
Batman?
I should ask the
best?
DC question.
Who likes
there's-
Batman here?
Barbarian, I think, is the first non-panel member.
What do you say rigged for?
Rigged because we're giving it to a panel member.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
give it to
let's-
somebody in the chat.
let's
I
I'm
like
not a
Bearded's
Bearded's
DC guy.
answer of
Just to
Johnny
be fair.
Blaze, Danny T. He's like, I don't know his last name, and one more,
Danny
I didn't even
Ketch.
get the last letter name right.
Danny
Johnny
T.
Blaze,
Like,
bro.
I don't know who Danny T.
Cash.
Danny Trejo. Are you talking?
Danny Trejo.
Danny
That's
I thought it
funny.
I don't think he's a
Catch.
ghost. I mean, he's awesome. I don't think he's
But
a
it was
Ghost
Danny
Rider.
Ketch. So I was
Yeah, Carter Slade is another one.
Oh, yeah.
You spelled
Oh, yeah.
Robbie wrong. Yeah, you did write Reyes.
I can't remember what's the female's name?
I can't remember. I was trying to remember it.
Oh,
I can't remember either. They actually killed her off for Absolute Carnage.
Yeah, I can't-
So
I can't
Tony, you got
remember
to
her
pick
name.
who's the
Oh,
first
you're
correct
right.
answer. I mean, Barbarian
Tony.
has time to rewrite them and probably spell them correctly, but he hasn't.
Well,
done it yet.
Barbarian's the only person not in the.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look how he spelled Robbie Reyes. I mean, it's Reyes.
I saw that.
Reyes.
Have you ever seen me?
I thought he was writing like Mel
Something
Gibson's
wrong.
character's name from Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I read Rogaine Reyes.
But then you've got JD, Raging Cajun, who just wrote Blaze Reyes Slade, and he's like, bam, 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 just the last names for 3.
Yeah, but he also did that literally after Barbarian said the exact same thing and just added first names that he couldn't spell.
Exactly. So give it a
Or everybody just copied
Okay, so
my
Chad,
answers.
Chad wins. Barbarian, you got to hit up Dave Mark Spector
All right, so
on
yeah,
Instagram.
hit me up on IG, and I'll send that up.
Hey, I'm going to throw one out there,
John's like
too.
trying to make him like, listen, you misspelled first names and that's wrong. But let's give it to the guy who said the exact same thing that you did, but you added at least first names or attempted them. But he gave the exact same last names as you.
The best is look at Barbarian's like argument.
Hey, Oldwolf.
You knew Juan, I meant Faugi.
Well,
Congrats, Barbarians. These are going your way, okay?
That feels like that meme that's like, if this is your lawyer's suit, you're not going to win.
So, I'm going to throw out a number 1, and I'm going to throw the
Ooh.
whole run.
Are you doing one? Yeah, you doing one too?
Kevin's doing a giveaway.
Yeah, I'm going to throw one out there for you.
But I want somebody else to get.
You're muted, Chris.
Well, this is how it's
I'm
going to
glad
work.
Chris is not coming up with a question. I want somebody else to come up with a question.
This is how it's going to work. I'm going to force you guys to
I'll prep
one.
another starting line.
You better be subscribed to this guy. Please be subscribed to him. 2.
To you?
No, to Oldwolf.
I don't want him then.
This is going to be the question that I don't even know if Oldwolf even knows the answer to.
Oh, you've got a question. Okay, good.
I don't know a lot of things.
Question is this:
What?
Who was Oldwolf's first guest on his channel?
Oh,
wow.
shit!
Tony's like, fuck, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm always drunk.
We don't know that anybody knows the answer to this question.
Hold on, I was on the first stream. Give me a second.
So that's the question. Who was the first guest?
I think we've got
this
Barbarian
channel?
Kung Fu stuck in caps lock.
And
I'm gonna say
please, if
Perry.
you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. If you can, if you can like it, that'd be awesome too. But these are the 5 books that I'll be tossing. Did I say 5? These are the 6 books that I'll be tossing out there to you. The full set of Contagion, and I'll throw the Conjuring the Lover out there. Just to say, hey, happy celebration there. Congratulations on your 400. And I want you to know a little bit about this guy. So I want you to go back into his old footage and check out some of the first stuff that he's ever did.
Well, if we all go back and look at that stream with his first guest, that'll double his views.
There you go. All right.
I
So
think I found it.
So I'm scrolling back to a week ago.
No, I think it's Perry. I think it was Perry that was first on here.
I don't know. I'm seeing somebody.
Might have been
different.
Kevin.
No way.
I'm seeing somebody different. But I'm looking at a stream from 2020, July 23rd.
I haven't even looked.
Oh, wait.
I asked the question more to pose the question to force people to go back in this footage. And
Oh,
go
you
through it.
asked the question and you don't even know?
Yeah, I didn't know it. I
Can it be?
figured-
Can
I
it be?
figured Oldwolf wouldn't
Time
even
out.
know it. figured
Kevin, I
somebody
know
would
it.
this.
It's Oldwolf. It's Oldwolf doing a test stream, trying to figure out how to do a live stream.
Is it the one called Trying This Out?
But it's first guess. You know, I
If
mean,
it's the
who
one
was
called
the
Trying
first
This
guest?
Out, that's the one I found. And I see the first guest.
So just say who it is.
No.
I don't see anybody who said it in the chat. Oh, no, I do see it in the chat, but it's one of the
Rican?
panel members. Freaking jerk. You don't need to leave Kevin on close up. I'm having trouble, like, my brain.
I'm sorry. I'm too busy trying
I mean,
to fire out.
I just look into his eyes and I get lost.
Was it Rod?
Oh, there you go.
I think it was Rod. So I've got 3 people who said it in the chat. If we count Greg, then Greg wins. If we don't count Greg, like most of us prefer,
Hey.
then I think it's Shutterduck.
Give it to someone else. Those are Marvel books, right? Give it to someone else.
Hold on.
So I
You
think
sound
it's
like
going
made with
to
DC books.
Shutterduck. Because
Hey,
it's
Shutterduck,
I think it's the
actually
freaking
have your
Rican.
address.
Oh, was it Rod?
I think it's Rod
I
the
think it might
freaking
be.
Rican. Although the same stream does have Dave on it, our illustrious Mr. Dave here joining us this evening.
Yeah.
And it
I was
also
in
has
one of his
Perry.
early streams.
Yeah, I remember that stream.
Dave
really
was actually on one of the first streams that I ever went on. I've never been on a stream live, but Dave was one of the first streams. It was on D. Piercy's channel. It was the first stream I ever was live on.
So
Dave was on it.
So Dave's on the stream, Rod's
Thank
on the
you,
stream,
Cap.
and
So
Perry's on
Dave,
the
you
stream.
are a first for a lot of people.
Yeah, Dave breaks a lot of cherries.
Yes, he does. That's what we know.
So hey,
about him.
Shutterduck, dude, I think I got you, but still, contact me on IG and throw me your address so I can.
Yeah, it was trying us out. Yeah, it was trying us out.
And I did join the stream, but I was way later. So I was I was 4th.
And spread the word, man. Let's see if we can go ahead and make sure that he stays well over 400.
What stream was that, John?
It was Rod.
What video?
It was
It's
Rod.
trying this out
was
from
Rod,
July
wasn't it?
23rd.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, Captain's on. Captain, you want on? I miss you, Captain.
Cappy, what's up, buddy?
And thanks for the birthday wishes, brother. I appreciate you.
Okay, I'm gonna give away this pan.
Hot
All right,
damn.
do it.
I did not clean it earlier, and I will not be
Do it.
cleaning it.
Hey, look
And it's
at the
not
bottom.
technically a pan.
I dare you to give away the pan.
Wait, is that a pot or is that a pan? That's a pot.
It's a pot. You're right.
That's a good question.
I'll take the pot.
That'd be the
I'll take
first
all your
time
pot.
someone gave a pot away on a freaking community.
I don't think it's the first time you've had pot on your channel, but yeah.
That's true.
Perry's been on.
Years ago. All right. So, all right. How are you gonna give? Okay. What's the question to give away that pot?
I don't think he actually wanted to pay his shipping.
I would
that.
give away the pot if I didn't have to mail it.
Oh, you cheap
That's
bastard.
how it works.
So then whoever you give it to would not be able to say they don't have a pot to piss
You
in.
cheap bastard.
Yeah.
You're a
I'll
cheap
give away the
bastard.
pot. You just got to come here to get it.
Bobby already gave away. a few things.
Drive to
Sorry,
Las
buddy.
Vegas and I'll give you this old pot.
Yeah, there are worse places to drive. I mean, imagine driving to Mad Spidey. You'll die. You'll just drown.
You'll just
Yeah,
drive.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubs was on that one too, and so was Scratchpad.
Yeah, it was a busy show.
I definitely was not. Were we friends then? When was this?
Who you?
2020.
No, you were enemies.
He's under the assumption you guys.
No,
are
that would have been
friends.
before you even met
2 years
John. Only the comic burrito liked
I
you.
actually meant that as serious. Like I
Did he just say only
I
the
didn't
comic
start doing
burrito
live
liked
streams
you?
until like
Yeah.
mid.
That's where I met Greg.
Mid-summer of
Only the comic
2020.
burrito liked him back then.
Are we friends then?
I didn't know. Listen, I thought like it was like cool. I'm like, oh man, people are inviting me on a live stream. Like, I feel like this is the coolest thing ever. I'm like, oh, they just invite anybody on. Awesome. I've learned that in my 2 years on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not that special. I was like, oh man, this is so cool. I gotta make sure I know what to say and sweet. No, I'm just like, oh, cool.
You sound like
No
me,
one
like
knows what
I'm
they're
still
doing
like
on
that.
YouTube. Awesome.
Do you ever take that baseball hat off?
Yeah.
You
Dave,
do?
I just shared your IG with Barbarian, so he's got it.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
My first year I had a different color one of this. It was
did?
teal.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice that. I apologize.
So now I have black. I'll get a different color next year.
Yes, please, because it's like you're wearing that all the time.
I do. So you wear those glasses on your head all the time. Like, what's the difference? Like, it's the same.
Because I'm old and I need these glasses to look at things.
That's true.
I got to refuel. I'll be right back.
He
It's
does.
the signature. I also like how Travis is just frozen.
He's just making more coffee.
Yeah,
Hey, that's my cup. That's my cup.
there it is.
Trying to show you, buddy.
You realize you don't need to lean forward. You can blow it up. You have that power.
Oh,
YouTube noob.
I
That was
appreciate.
awesome. Wait.
That's my cup right there. Look at it.
You know what? Now I got to make me some coffee.
Oh.
Hey, that's my cup right there.
It
You
looks
act
like
like
it's
you
his
act like
mug
he stole it.
You might have.
Yeah, I might have. So what's your point?
There's a moderate amount of thievery.
Hey,
Hey, I
chaos.
like something. You know how much I appreciate Bueller. He's like big time, and he comes on this freaking little channel that just got 400 freaking people on there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
No,
Also, thanks for subscribing to him tonight, Bueller.
That's
Yes.
very good of
Put him
you. With
over
both of his
400.
channels.
Chris.
Tony got the Bueller bump today when he subscribed.
Yeah, it's everyone I got.
That's the Bueller bump.
No, but seriously, I appreciate Bueller. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Well, cheers, buddy. Cheers.
I do appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my
You're a
God.
very
Yeah.
sentimental drunk, aren't you, Tony?
Tony, I used to say about 2 years ago, I said the exact same thing about John. I'm like, man,
Nobody's
I'm so
ever
excited,
said
John.
that about me.
John,
Like,
False.
John
False.
coming on, hanging out with me.
Yeah. And look what it's done for your channel.
My channel was skyrocketing.
It was
and then
really
I'm like,
going
ooh.
up. And
Like
then
I was like, ooh, I'll latch on to John, and I'll just
Right?
continue the growth.
It's gonna
Then
go
it just kinda went
places.
plateau.
Really.
I mean, look at me. I'm like, I got people from Australia.
Yep.
I got people in Denver.
Yes.
That you didn't know we're in Denver.
I got
Where-
Bueller.
20 minutes.
Where's Greg from?
You got people in Moab.
Who cares what?
Greg's from in the middle somewhere.
He knows because he sent
Ohio or something, right?
he just sent something Not to me, to my family. I think the last 3 packages, one to my wife, one were to my girls. Like, no, Tony's the realist. He's the man. I bust you, Tony. Look,
and
Tony,
I appreciate it.
You've made Burke tired. Burke's now tired.
Tony, you are positioned on the wall.
Where I can't. Let me put my glasses down.
You can click on his screen and make it bigger, man.
Hold on.
I love this.
Hey, John, I love you. Fuck you, all right?
There it is. I love that you know these buttons.
Exactly.
It's a train wreck.
I worked hard for that.
Look how excited he is that he can see it now.
Rip it out. Rip it out. Rip it out.
Oh wow. Look at him
And
go.
you can even, Tony, make it so that he's still pretty big, but we're on the side, and then you
Hey,
can
John,
like drag
fuck you
and
already.
choose. I'm saying there's options. You have
Look
choices.
at that.
I don't know how to do any of that
Cool.
stuff.
Well, I'll say that's
Look
quite a
at
picture.
that.
That's
Does
gorgeous.
anybody on this planet have that?
No. That's
Great.
is Greg showing off a cock you sent him?
Bada bing.
Look at that.
Yo.
Nowhere on this planet that's happening. Right now.
Bueller's like, I'm done with the show.
Except for
I'm
Columbus.
just gonna go about walking around.
Except for Columbus. No, it was cool. What was cooler was it was like at like a 35-minute mark of one of my interviews, and there was like Tony actually watched a whole video of mine, and he's like, because that's where it came up. Daryl was like, "Oh, hey, I've always wanted to draw this and never did," and then apparently Tony reached out to him and said, "Hey, I want to get this drawn." Then, so,
So Craig, you're in Columbus.
yep.
Actually, going to be driving right by you on the way back home. So I'll be driving right by
Well,
the set.
hit me up if you need a place to crash. If you
Go buy
need
some
comic book
comics.
stores to go, we got you.
Nice.
Speaking of needing a place to stay, hey Chris, I'm gonna be cruising to Vegas next week. You got a couch for me?
Do I have a
You're
what?
talking to the one guy who's
Nothing,
screaming in the
man.
garage.
I'm actually cruising to Vegas next week.
He's got a garage.
Where are you staying? No.
I figured over on your house.
Send me your address, and then I'll know.
Yes, I figured. No,
Hey,
you
Chris,
said whatever I needed
Chris,
anytime.
you know that
didn't you?
address you give people for your AOK?
Yeah, the brothel.
Yes, the brothel. Yes.
So I would actually let people stay here
I'm
that I know,
Okay.
especially you, Kevin. But this is what my kitchen looks like.
I'm scared.
cool.
So
Plenty of space.
our house is pretty torn up right now. So,
Why? What did you do?
huh?
What did you
I got
do?
super drunk and I was like, "Fuck these cabinets."
It looks like to me what he is reading has gotten to the point that he needs so much room that he's removing all the cabinetry everywhere and he's just putting in drawers for all his comic books all over the house.
I
can
just-
understand that.
I just picture like Chris doing the Dwight Schrute just like in the wife beater tank and just ripping off the kitchen
The
cabinet.
cabinet.
Yeah. I don't love you no more.
Now you all have that visual of Chris. You're welcome.
Well, I figured, since Vegas is like starting to open up.
No, we've opened up.
Well, I mean, in the sense of my daughter's boyfriend's birthday is happening, so he's 21. We know things are opening up to where you can, go and do things. So we're gonna try a bunch of those marijuana infused margaritas that they got on the strip.
They have those on the strip.
That's what I've been told. So I'm gonna see how well they smoke.
Last I heard, you still needed to have it in at your house. Like there's no cafe or anything.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
Oh well, hey, I'm gonna find
Well,
out.
if you can come to Denver, we'll give those away.
Oh, hey.
And that's also why I have pots handy right now because all of my drawers just happen to be like right here on this table.
Oh, cool.
Like we're pretty torn up. We're pretty torn up here.
I love this.
Are you like cooking on a hibachi and everything out there in the garage?
You got any George Foreman grills we can give Bueller?
I don't know where my
we just
George
said
Foreman
we
grill
were-
is. I do have this thing, whatever it does.
That's for pasta.
It's for pasta.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
makes
think,
sense.
I think we should send Bueller a George Foreman.
Stop using that as your back scratcher.
Hey, Chris, can I AOK you some doors for your cabinet?
You could send me a guy that'd do it for a cheap price.
Nope. Don't the Property Brothers live out by you?
Huh?
Don't the Property Brothers live out by you or something?
I mean, are you referencing like some A&E show or something that everyone mentions?
I mean,
ball wipes. Oh,
Chris purposely
sorry
used
about
the
this.
wrong channel. Like,
Don't
not
apologize.
like he knows
Put
it's
it on again.
HGTV.
He's got some ball wipes. Everybody needs some ball wipes.
Yikes.
Chris, you know it was HGTV. Don't even front.
I don't. I haven't had cable in a decade.
I love you,
That's
Bill.
all right. That was the only channel I had to make sure I had when we got a Hulu package. I was like,
How
ooh, this has
funny do your balls have to
ESPN
be
and
to
Big
actually
Ten
go out and
Network.
buy ball wipes?
She's like, does it have HGTV?
know,
I'm like,
huh?
yes.
Maybe he's got some big.
Wait a minute,
hands.
I got another question.
Sorry,
So if
Greg.
you're-
Ball wipes came onto the screen, and that's what people hear.
That's all right. I still talked over him and was talking to you, and we had a great
I'm
conversation.
sorry, I'm
so
sorry.
we're fine.
No.
I apologize. I have to know.
Yeah.
So when you're at a public restroom and you have to dry off, do you stand above the dryer thing? And
What do you have to dry off at a public restroom?
For
No.
ball wipes.
You use ball dry wipes.
So do you like? How do you get your leg up there so you can use the air dryer thing for the ball wipe, the dry out? Do you lift? I mean,
Kevin's all. One time I had an accident.
look, everyone's gone.
Maybe I don't know. At a certain age, you can kind of like cup them and bring them up. I think.
Is
You
that
know?
what?
You can cup and bring them up because they hang down. Because at a certain age, when you sit down and you're kind of like making tea because your balls are so long. You're kind of like hanging in the water.
Well, you know what I found is those suspender things for your socks.
Yeah.
They actually make them for your balls now too. So what you do is you just put those in. They're like little alligator clips that.
I'm definitely going for a smoke now.
Hey Tony, I'd like to really thank you for bringing me on the channel.
Hey, this is what it is. This is I'm not gonna apologize. This is what it is. You can talk about everything. You're freaking suspenders for your balls. Hey, okay, well, here you go.
And for those of you in the chat, again, if you're enjoying this, please subscribe.
Oh, don't worry, Kevin. Tony has dropped down to 362 now.
Hey,
he dropped down to 362 subscribers.
I mean, I unsubscribed. So.
All I know is when you get a certain age, you're fucking hanging low. Okay,
Wow.
what am I gonna say?
Wow.
Hey, all I know is I gained another subscriber while he's talking about his balls hanging.
Nicely done. Nicely done. See, now that's quality entertainment there. That's really what it boils down to.
Bueller. Hey.
Ironically, John's picture is a ball sack, I think.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I swapped it over to.
Oh, you just swapped it over. Okay.
I made sure. But I'm also going by Rock and Robbie now, just in case anybody's confused.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Bueller.
I'll be Jim Mint.
What's your
There
cat's
you go.
name?
You do that.
Nibbles.
Yeah, I know it. I just want you to say it. Well, we're talking about balls. Oh, who just left?
I think it was Chris. No, it wasn't Chris.
No, I'm here.
He's still here, damn it.
Mark.
That was Mark. Oh, sorry, Dave.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Dave Spector comics.
There it is.
How is Nibbles dealing with the travel?
She hates it.
Oh.
She hides every time we're driving, so she's fine when we're stopped, but she anytime we turn the motor on, she just freaks out and she hides the whole time. It takes her about an hour for her to actually come out when we're done as well, because she's still nervous. So I'm dropping her off tomorrow. So
At your daughter's house?
yeah, so she's
okay.
There's her butthole for you.
Nice.
Hey, that's perfect.
What the hell?
Hold on.
Hey,
This
can you
shows-
blow that up, Tony?
We've gone full circle.
There you
We've
go.
gone full circle.
Kidding.
I'm not.
Yeah, so.
She knew you were
Thanks,
talking.
Nibbles.
I hope she takes a dump.
Wow.
I don't care. I'll keep watching it. Oh,
That's quality there.
Yeah, there's litter box and cat hair all over the place in here, and I'm looking forward to getting
Wait,
rid.
what kind of hair?
Gonna miss the cat though.
Yeah, I know you're gonna. I know you always have that cat.
Yeah, but she's going to my daughter, so I feel okay.
Look at that. That's an awesome.
Really
amazing shot. Before John was talking about losing himself in my eyes, I'm losing myself in your cat.
Yeah, here I'm going to show some books
In
now.
the cat's brown eye.
Here's book today. Yeah, I got this book today. You guys see that one? That's pretty good. I got this one today. This is a nice one. This is the first appearance of the
First black cat.
Oh my God.
And, Amazing Fantasy number 17. I was
All right. I've decompressed from that conversation. I hope it's finished.
Yeah, now we're on cat ass. That's a cat ass.
It's a catastrophe.
Yeah, bada bing.
Thank you for playing, John.
I'm like right above it too.
You're like,
you want to be below it? You want to be below it?
Oh, geez, that'd be even worse.
There you go.
Now he knows how to use it.
Yeah.
All right, I got a Mock Spectre and I got an Oh Damn. Oh,
And you got Rock and Robbie on your show now, so here I am. I'm taking no credit for any of this.
Where did Greg go?
Greg is Mark Spector.
Oh, okay.
He's still in the upper corner. Remember, he's still top shelf whiskey. And look, Comics Explained is here. This is wonderful. You got some big people on this channel tonight.
And then there's me.
Seriously, you don't know how much
I'm the little fish in the pond here.
No, you're not. I know how much I appreciate.
I don't want to teach him, but I know that one day Tony will learn that he can actually change the name of anybody on the panel at any time he wants. It's another one layer deeper, brother. I'm not ready. I know you're not ready for it.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. Because I enjoy this. I enjoy this. This is not freaking. This is all screwed up. I got a cat's ass right there. I enjoy this. I got Old Damn over here. I got Rock and Robbie over there. I got Kevin over there. Oh, there's again. I enjoy. This is what I enjoy. It's just raw. It's just natural. It's just. This is what I enjoy.
It's raw and natural.
Like Bueller's cat's ass.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Go on any YouTube channel and see if you and bring up Bueller's cat's ass. And what are you
not going to search that. I work as an education. I'm not going to search that.
I'll get flagged.
I will not Google anything like that or YouTube anything like that.
I just enjoy this. This is just fluid. I enjoy it.
Great.
All right, screw you all. Fuck you.
All right, this is 2 hours too many. Are you ready to shut this down, brother?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Drink more.
I appreciate.
I got another chocolate milk in me.
Really?
Is that a euphemism?
No, I drink chocolate milk.
Oh, okay.
I'm happy for you. Try coffee milk. Okay.
I like coffee too.
Oh, Beard is back. Hi, Bearded. How you doing?
Hi, Bearded.
I'm good. So.
All right, we're leaving now. See you later.
Good.
Good.
I'm staying.
I mean, well, now I don't have to end it now because I was gonna dip out here real soon.
Okay.
It's 1 o'clock. Tony, you and I are the only ones East Coasting it here, bro.
It's only 3 p.m. What are you talking about? It's keep going for another 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah, he's like it's in the afternoon.
Oh, you Aussies. Aussie.
All right. I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm going to try to do these like at least once a month.
That's not right.
Will you guys hop on if I do this once a month?
It depends.
Of course, if I'm around, I would be delighted to.
Exactly. Bueller, thank you very much. And don't get, I'm gonna if it's gonna hurt my feelings if that cat's ass is not in my screen.
I'm getting rid of the cat tomorrow. Sorry.
So what are we gonna do about that?
Well, what you
Nothing.
can do is you can screen grab that shot of the cat, and you can put it as your avatar for your whenever you go shut off your camera, and then it will always live on in YouTube glory. Tony,
Yeah, I'll send you a screenshot, a nice little close up for you.
Okay, I'll stick it in the corner.
How do you think I got this?
Or
you
could just screenshot it yourself, Tony.
That's what I was saying. Don't make Bueller do the work for you.
You got that because you wish you could fill those shorts like that.
Well, I'm never gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, I appreciate it. I more than you know. I appreciate all you guys on. Thank you very much.
Congrats on hitting 400, brother.
I know.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be there.
I know.
Yeah,
I will wait to unsubscribe for 2 days so you can stay at that 400 for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can retire now and just do YouTube with 400 subs.
Huh?
That money's gonna start rolling in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, I'm gonna quit my job. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, hopping on. Thank you very much. Oh, Simple Simon's back.
Yeah.
Good morning. Take it easy. Thank you very much. Oh, see ya.
He's saying goodbye 4 times.